No, it's Z.
Ruby, it's been
Incredible. The Exhausted Man.
Exhausted Man.
Oh, I
Well,
didn't know XQC was in
You
the
got
building.
wait, no. So what's a vagina?
Yeah, that went on a journey.
what? Peter, you broke it.
Real life women, Ruby and Steph,
So I've heard,
will
allegedly.
be on the show.
Oh, this is a cutscene. Oh, what's it for?
She looks happy. It's
That's
packed, but
fucking
it also
delightful.
feels like it's a massive dig at WA.
Box boy, boxing.
Oh my god.
Did you get it?
If you saw...
Oh, it's dead.
Got it.
Yeah, you're on camera.
Fucking got it.
Welcome to Back Pocket, live from the Low Key Studios for Thursday,
Yep.
Yeah.
the 12th
Yeah.
of October.
Oh my god.
Yay!
Yay!
Starring, she has at least 50% of her voice back and a fresh tattoo. Bah, it's Ruby. We're never putting him on a public panel again in case he accidentally takes a milk joke in a bad direction. It's Gus.
Never a bad direction.
He has a new lease on life after being allowed to roam the halls of PAX without a camera on his shoulder. It's Peter.
Oh yeah, I still hurt my back.
And I barely saw him at PAX, which is probably why he had such a good time. It's Josh!
That's not true. That's not true.
And it's also me. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the show. Welcome back. How's everyone recovered?
What's on the show?
What's on the show?
Oh, yeah. I always forget that bit. On the show tonight, and I had trouble with this because,
This is still the punchy part of the show.
yeah, I'm
There's
sorry,
music
the
behind
music.
it. Awkward
The music.
silence.
Yeah, tonight on the show, we get the skinny on Sony.
Nice.
We discover what's next, and we do that for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Good.
Adequate. Adequate.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
it
haven't
has
been in this
a while.
room all
We're,
the time.
yeah, we've had a couple of out of studio shows. We did the Powerhouse show. We all had PAX last week. So we haven't been here for like almost a month. It's nice to be back.
Almost a month. Yeah, and I wasn't on. It's been ages for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I haven't been on for a
Did
while.
you miss you went on the episode before?
Don't think so.
I wasn't on the episode
The
before
Powerhouse
the
ep.
Powerhouse.
And
That
then
was
you-
a Scrunt.
It was
That was
Scrunt.
that
Yeah.
was Scrunt.
Yeah, and
Powerhouse I scooched in at
You
the
made
end.
a brief appearance. It was so nice to see that.
And then there was PAX, and now we're all here.
Then there
And
was
then
PAX.
there was PAX.
Are we
There
all?
was PAX.
There's only one of us here who is audibly exhausted from PAX. The rest of us, I think we're
Scotty.
okay.
Yeah.
It's not Scotty.
All right.
Right.
Peter.
It's
Peter.
Peter.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was really nice to meet everyone. We met so many great pocketeers.
Yeah.
We've re-met so many great pocketeers that we'd potentially met, had met. But yeah, thanks
Yeah.
to everyone who came along to, you saw at the top, the live show we did.
Yeah.
That was
That
fun.
was so scuffed in the most back pocket way.
It was funny. It was good.
It was
Jeez.
I was really happy with it, and then I was like, you know what, next year we could do better and better and better, and put on more of a show and tighten it up. Because I mean, loose is good, but tighten up.
But that's TV Pete talking. That's like
Yeah.
we make shows, we
No, I
produce
know,
things.
but then I went and saw,
You're like, set their
some other
expectations
panels, and I was
low.
like, oh no, we put in effort.
Oh yeah, I literally did a panel where like almost nothing, like the most stuff that was planned was us downloading all the photos that we needed for it.
Oh my
and that was
God.
it.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
mean, that's kind of I think a lot of people get joy out of PAX panels, that they are kind of loose formats for people to just have like casual chats. We do
Podcasty
that every
discussions.
week.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
kind of like, we're like, we need to bring something different. And yeah, we brought moving parts, games, sexy boulders, gating, and all that kind of stuff. It was
Well,
good.
last year the
Lots of
panel
friends
had
up?
more kind of community members
Yes, of course,
participated
yeah.
in a more
Yep.
active way, in that they were on stage and doing stuff.
We got them to do the show for us.
Get them to do the show
Yeah.
for us. But this way we got more people involved in a more complicated way. But I
And they
think it
all
was
moved.
I think it was a joy.
Well,
ultimately.
we should say we got a lot of show to get on with, but we went into depth talking about our PAX experience as a little bonus podcast.
Oh yeah. So
That was nice.
yeah.
The fun chat.
it was nice. We just before this we had a very chill, very nice chat about the our time at PAX, which was good because the main episode I will tell you about later.
Oh, good. Guys, she's learning how to like dangle that carrot.
It was such a nice conversation. I was like, this is nice, guys. We should all just like get together and just like chat on these couches more often. And then I was like,
That's what we're
wait
gonna
a
do.
minute.
We're gonna do that.
That's what our show is. Joy.
We often call out. Can I do it? Quick fashion thing. T-shirt call out.
Yep.
Obviously, if you don't know, you should. There's a referendum in Australia happening this Saturday, the 14th. You can tell which way I'm voting. I hope you're all doing the same. I'm not going to be one of those people who's like, everyone's entitled to their own thing. No. You should know what to vote. And if you don't, if you know and it's this, great. And if you don't know and you're ill-informed, go inform yourself, look online, do some research. And I would say, because I did that as well. I didn't know. And I was like, this is where I'm feeling. But I'm like, I'm going to do research. And I came out of that research and I made the right choice. So I feel like everyone who we know as community members would probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
Not going to force anyone, but go do research. And yeah, I'm seeing lots of it in the chat. So
Will Strick, I think on TikTok, does great political explainers.
Amazing.
And
Yep.
and did the best, like, to the point video recently. It was just like, whenever I'm confused, I just look at where the Nazis are.
Yeah.
And like,
I didn't really do that for most situations.
yeah.
to be honest.
it's like a compass that just has something doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
that's the
no, no.
needle. That's
Yeah,
the
no,
needle.
okay,
yeah.
It's for fun.
If you don't know which way to vote,
Yeah.
one side's got Nazis, the other one doesn't. So maybe you want to be on the other side.
Yes. Anyway, fashion call out. That's all I had to do.
Yes, indeed.
And my shirt says, kids eat free.
Hey.
What does that mean? Who knows?
Do your research.
Do your research.
I didn't do my research because my name tag says John.
We should shout out again. Massive shout out to
Phoenix O'Lion
Phoenix
and
O'Lion.
The
Coastal
fairy
for
mod mother.
collaborating on the
Yeah,
most
that-
useful thing at PAX.
That was
for us.
very good. Not for anyone who saw you though. With
Yeah,
John.
well, you know. I don't know. It's like a little bit of
You like
mystery, you know. That's
You
how I
use that
keep
as
my-
your that's your small talk.
Icebreaker.
Your icebreaker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Someone's like, hi, John. And you're like, well, actually, it's Pete. And then that's a whole
and then
conversation.
everyone laughs, and then you become best friends.
Yeah.
an immediate misdirect.
I have
Yeah,
a lot of
that's
best
a great
friends,
way.
but they all think they're best friends with John.
And also a big thank you to Coastal for designing them as well.
Yeah. Cute little pax pockety there as well.
Crystal, I mean, it was so nice to meet everybody. Amazing. It was so nice to meet Coastal. Shuts out.
Shouts out.
I think it was
I have
nice as
favourites.
well at the meetup and just generally on the floor. And anytime we kind of all gravitated towards each other as pocketeers on the show floor, it was just so nice to see everyone also like meeting and interacting with each other, because I think everyone starts to get to know each other's personalities a little bit in the chat and just like, you know, being part of the community and stuff, and you know, those who stream and that kind of thing. So seeing kind of groups of people getting together maybe for the first time in real life was like,
That's what it's all about,
it's
guys.
real nice.
Yeah.
It's
That's
real
what it's all
nice.
about.
Everyone's so cool. Thank you
Grab
all
a
for being so
beanbag, hang out.
cool and nice and
Yeah.
awesome.
I think next year I want to do the full week. I think that was kind of my
Yeah.
takeaway. I've always kind of just flown in for the weekend.
Yep.
I highly recommend it.
but
I mean,
it-
you might sound like this by the end.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah.
I think I want to
it-
do less next year.
Should we upload that show? We could do that. A live
Yeah,
show.
I think that's the plan.
I think the
Is
plan
that
was
not the
so that
plan?
I think we are, yeah. I
we've
think
got
we
it
are
ripped.
down,
Yeah. So if you weren't
Sorry
able
to
to
roll.
join us there, it is on the PAX Twitch channel as well. But we're gonna upload that onto our YouTube channel as well, so you can check out all the chaos as well.
Yeah.
'cause I'd love to do like a park meetup, like a more like chill like park
at night,
meetup.
like a gazebo
Like
or
a
something.
beat.
A gazebo.
All I'm
Yeah.
picturing is
We can bring a goon
I just
sound
back.
mean
of
like
music.
I just mean
Just
like
music.
more like a chill picnic vibe. You know what I mean? Where there's more space.
One of those electric barbecues.
we do.
sausages
We have
are
done it
going.
the same place twice. That was very like.
It's just
Yeah.
like
felt
'cause
busy.
You need somewhere
Yeah.
that's close so that
Yeah.
people can get to it and
is
not
true.
like miss their panels
We
and
should
things that they
all
want to
go
see
to
and
Five
stuff.
Guys
But
next
I'd love
time.
Five Guys.
It's
But I'd love to
really
have like
close
space to kind of stretch out and not feel like we're like encroaching
Hey guys,
on anyone's.
let's do community meet up outside
No,
today.
I mean, yeah.
With a cool
as long
teacher.
As it's got to be close.
Yeah.
I know.
Because you had a panel
We could-
before it,
Batman Park is just
and we went
across
straight
the
to our
bridge.
panel.
It's just Batman.
Batman.
It's not. It's Batman.
Batman Park?
Batman.
Oh, what
across
is it
what
called?
bridge?
It's Batman Avenue. It's not Batman Avenue.
So what's it named after?
Batman.
John Batman.
Yeah, so that's Batman, right?
Batman.
Batman's real name was John Batman.
Batman.
Am
And
I-
I've read the
Like,
comics.
apparently
I
it's-
think
it's
I know
I
what
Batman
it's
think
and
talking
you'll
about.
find my
Apparently it's-
surname is Batman.
Apparently it's not Hammer Hall, even though it's spelled.
Hamer Hall.
Hamer Hall, yeah.
It's Hammer Hall.
Am I like?
Isn't there only
If
one
they're,
M in
if
Hamer
they're
Hall?
gonna make,
Doesn't matter.
if they're gonna
It
make
matters a little
words
bit.
into stuff,
It's Hamer because I'm related to them. They're my it's my great aunt.
Oh, a fucking tosser.
And I get free
my
access to a large
God.
concert hall whenever I want.
Do you have
you
your own
actually?
box?
No.
I was like, why haven't we used that? We could have had our meetup in there.
We could have done it in there. We should hire all the little boats on the Yarra like you can do, all those little barbecue picnic boats, and just bump 'em boats all meet up.
Oh my
Jump from boat to boat.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would be a disaster.
Everyone loves it.
Don't, not a fan.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, should we get things moving a little
get
faster?
cracking.
A little
do
bit,
it.
little bit of backup.
Do it.
Chat. What's up, Scotty? What's
Just
going
warming
on?
my feet.
We could hire a big party boat, as Ammo Glitter points out.
We could get a
Get
big
a
party boat.
bunch.
You know what you cocould hire?
much is
Muso
a
for
bunch?
hire.
Hey, that's even better.
Because Muso for hire is the most useful. And for Muso for hire, you
Hang
can.
on. That didn't work.
Yeah, we heard it.
Yeah, we heard a bit.
Oh,
I was talking over the top
Do
of
you
it.
want to do it again?
It
so we
sounded
can all
like
hear?
a recycling bin
Let's
being
hang
emptied.
on. Let's do this one more time and get it right. We could hire a full boat.
Or we could hire Muso for hire.
What is that?
What?
Is that? It's not
this
me,
one's
is it?
this one's
Is this
purely like a just something for me.
Is this the game now?
What is it?
No, I'll play it again.
This
Hang
is
on.
a moment
Here
for.
it goes.
Everyone quiet.
What is
Peggle
that?
too.
Oh my god.
That's
But it-
Peggle
Peter,
too.
it's
it was
Peter
like a-
jumping.
A little
All right.
giggle at the end.
The little
Yeah.
giggle getting cut off. I love it.
Peggle too.
Peggle too.
For Muso for hire, what we like to do is find an item that can be hired and ask around the trap what we think it costs to hire that thing for the period of time. I'm going to ask you how much it costs to hire this new sphere that's in Las Vegas for a day. So we got footage of it for people who haven't seen it. Apparently, it's going off on TikTok.
This thing's wild.
I've seen like a basketball, and I was like, that looks like a composite.
Composite.
A composite.
It's like
A
composite.
a composite. But it is
Ball.
an LED sphere. There's concerts that happen inside it. It is the
Yep.
size of a building. And I'm asking how much it costs to advertise on it to take over
because
the
they
sphere.
Just
freely.
the outside.
The outside for, well, I believe it's just the outside for a day.
I
Like
don't-
something else could be happening on the inside, but you have
Bono
hired the
will be in
outside.
there for
Yeah,
sure.
well, YouTube just had a concept.
And they
I
are
imagine
trapping
it's-
him in there.
I think it's two separate things. What you don't get a reverse image of what's
No,
being
no, no, no,
projected,
no.
so they can do two things. But yeah, I didn't see how much it costs, but I saw apparently this cost covers like the designer will help you make the thing you want, and then
You'd
you
have
get-
to have them.
for a whole
Yeah.
and then for a whole day it's just on. Which during the day as
Imagine
well.
you open Photoshop and it's like, now I'll make a sphere.
I want to specifically get like a media missing. From
Yeah,
Premiere
right, yeah.
and just put an error
That'd be
message on
great.
it.
Yeah.
For the
I,
day,
I don't have I don't have footage of it, but they do a
This is a-
calibration test every day, Gus. Where
Oh.
it looks like a screen test, like
Yeah,
of
color bars and stuff.
Yeah, awesome. That's
I see
Oh,
posts
I've
about
seen
it.
that.
People post at me like, it took like 2 weeks for it to break, but no, they did.
Sorry,
this
what's it
calibration
bigger
thing
than?
every day.
Another ball.
This is the
Oh,
Avicii Arena.
There's an
That's the
Avicii
chill.
There's
arena?
another ball.
It's just being built.
This
sorry.
is just footage of another thing. I want to know
Nobody
how
else
much is
see
that?
that?
Stop, we're wasting time.
This is hard.
I want to know quickly. In US dollars, how much does it cost to hire this thing for a day?
$350,000.
350,000 US dollars.
Shit, that's where I was going. Because this is big money, and I don't understand big money.
Have a guess then.
Have a stab.
Big ball.
Big money, big ball.
I'm going to say 300.
300,000 US dollars a day for
Yes.
one day.
One day.
I'm gonna go with 200,000.
Okay.
And
Well,
I'd also like to clarify that if I were to put an image on the ball,
Here we go.
it'd be a tit.
No, I'm like, this is the best. We should have gone around and said, we should have all said what we want.
But
And I'm
instead,
like,
we
Ruby
wasted
was the
time
answer.
on other stuff, and we need to move on. with
Ruby
the show.
was the answer I
Yeah.
wanted to know. So I'm
Yep.
like, fucking, here we go.
Here we go.
it would be me. Hear me out. My
we
head,
go.
but like bald, like it's photoshopped to be like
That's good.
bald and
That's good.
blue. So I'm kind of like
Reese
Mega
Wild
Mind.
is doing it as we speak.
You will never.
Cool. Wait. Here.
Just
Aw,
Just
kind of you to help him out.
Can I do this? Can I push the bangs back?
yeah,
brief bangs. There we go.
yeah.
Amazing.
It's going to look like the moon.
Reese to US.
Yeah, and if you could put text over the top that says "No bitches," that would be
God.
great as well.
Except Scotty. There's a little
What's it
caveat
cost?
down the
What's it
bottom.
cost?
Cost 450,000 US dollars a day. Gus was closest with 350,000 US dollars.
I was gonna do 400.
For a whole week,
I was
it
gonna
is
say half a mil.
650,000. So you got to get the week. If you're going to
shit,
buy in,
yeah.
you get the week. It's
A
a
whole
massive
week.
saving.
Wow.
That's amazing branding, at least in the next month.
I
Like
wonder if
before
those
we-
are like intro prices and if they'll go up or down.
There you go. So let's get on with the actual news,
Sure.
which is that PlayStation have announced a slim version of the PS5, and it is a little bit smaller in every dimension. It is more expensive than the legacy discless PS5 to buy into the discless model. So it's kind of like it is I believe the first time they've done their new model that's actually more expensive than buying into the older model.
$50
But I think it's 50 US, so it's probably going to be $80 or $100 here. It does have larger storage. It's got the full 1 terabyte as opposed to the 850 gigabyte kind of like operating system chews up a bit of the old hard drive.
I don't think I've installed a game on my PS5 without having to uninstall something else first.
Yeah, I know. So
Yeah.
that extra 150 gig, it's like that's a game.
True.
That's most of a Call of Duty game. There's 2 USB-Cs on the front and 2 USB-As on the back, which is a bit tidier.
Yeah.
Because it's 1 and 1 at the moment on the front.
C on the front's used for PSVR 2, I
which
think.
gets used up by the PSVR, so it's nice to still have it available.
Yeah, okay.
And the big kind of selling point of it is it's got a modular disk drive. So if you do buy into the diskless version and you're just going to download all your games, if you in the future decide you want to have a disc version of the console, you can buy the module that plugs into the side and get the new casing.
And I'm assuming that clicks, like if we see the image
You
of
pull,
the disc.
as you see, the console has like the cut now in the middle of the blades on the left there. Though the
Pops
bottom
off.
part of the console that comes off on that side, and you can remove that disc tray and put in the side of the case that makes it slim
It
again.
has a harsher step.
There is a vertical stand that is $150. I believe that might be
You know
the
what I don't
Australian
like?
price. Yep.
It's got less of a Polo Ralph Lauren popped collar than
You
the
know
other
what's
one.
crazy though? Well, I'm pretty sure the vertical stand's $49.95, is it not? Or is that?
I saw 150 in there, and they might be talking
That's
about
wild.
Australian dollars because it was 50 US, I believe.
yeah, that's
Apple
Why
prices.
is this promo image also showing it in the shadow of
That's
its former
wackadoo.
self?
I think this is a mock.
No, this is a mock-up
This is-
that someone
this is-
else did
I think
Oh, I
I
see.
think
to show how big it is.
I think
Or
IGN put this
Okay,
together.
right, because
yeah.
it literally looks like it's it's being dwarfed
This
by
isn't,
the...
this isn't official.
Yeah, okay, but...
Can you go to the trailer and pause on the one without the disc drive as well? That'd
and
be
apparently this is the new run. So until when the previous stock runs out,
Yep.
this is all they're making.
Yep.
So it's basically where they were
So
hoping
you won't
to
have
go.
an option of the cheaper one.
Well, once they
Well,
run out.
it'll be sold out eventually. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, I've never liked this design. I respect the design because I appreciate it doing literally anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't like the look of it so much. But I
It
think
is-
this one's a little bit worse looking. It kind of loses a bit of the dimension, the shape, the popped collar,
Yeah.
like the things that the
The
other
dumb
one is
things it did,
stands
it's now
out
gone,
for.
I'm a bit embarrassed.
It's hiding from it here a little bit.
Who's, have you got a PS5? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so where is everyone's current PS5s living?
next to the TV, standing upright.
So you can see yours well and truly.
no,
there.
it's a camo. So,
Oh, right.
so
Where do you
Nice.
guys keep, is yours,
Ours is in a cabinet, but it has little shutters to hide.
is it, you
It's
can
hit-
put it on its side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
yours
on
is
its side
on-
in a cabinet, and
Yeah.
door gets opened when it gets turned on.
Mine is vertical sideways behind my TV.
Yeah.
Like it is the most inconvenient console for how it can fit into places and stuff. So I can imagine slightly smaller would be beneficial in that regard.
I
but
just
Oh,
don't.
the plates though as well. You'd
It's
have to replace
wide and
because
flat.
I've got black plates on mine.
Yes, they don't. Obviously, none of that translates,
I just don't
and
understand.
it doesn't have the SSD expansion slot either.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Oh, so
Maybe
you
I'm
can't
wrong there.
add that. Oh, that sucks.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. Am I wrong there? Maybe I'm wrong.
I just don't understand, like, what's wrong with, like, a box? You know what I mean? Like an Xbox.
That's a lot-
Well,
that's
no,
what
but,
I'm
like,
saying.
what's, like, I understand, like,
That
you
must
know,
do.
she's got a body oddy, she's kind of cunty. Like, I get it. Like it's late, but at the same time,
It's not late enough, apparently.
it's that, like, having straight sides, I feel like it's just so
Yeah.
much easier.
I do need
Yeah.
to correct the PS5 Slim does still support the
Oh, it
expandable
does.
storage.
Okay, cool. That'd be
'Cause that would be
that'd
wild.
be madness.
That'd be
yeah,
wild.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I get what you're saying, that they wanted to design something that had a distinct appeal to it.
Is that base plate? Leo DiCaprio.
It's cool.
Sorry.
It's cool. Well, it's chrome
no,
finish.
I don't
It's
like.
completely
but
separate
that's-
from everything
That's
else.
a lot wider than the current one, right?
The current one is black plastic, and it sits
It's not a full
under the back
But it's
of
not
it.
a big circle that goes that far left and right of it. So my thought is that potentially
Probably the same size. Well,
Yeah, see?
yeah.
So my thought is that it feels very toppleable, like the current one. The
Yeah.
height and the base isn't wide enough. So I feel like this looks like some kind of attempt to resolve that by making it a wider base on a slightly less tall model. Yeah, I don't like that base plate though. Don't know why.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's the internet is not super jazzed about it. I don't think anyone's excited by it. Like,
it took so long for anyone to get a PS5 in general.
Well, that's the other thing. It's also like we're partway through the generation. There's still not a huge library of games for the PS5 as like as exclusives. So it's like it's hard to get jazzed about the new thing.
Can we point out as well how much Sony has been pushing like strange, expensive, not needed hardware for the PS5? So we've had the console, the PSVR 2, arguably not many games on it. That controller that came out recently. There was the Dual Sense Better version.
There's the Pro,
There's the
Dual
Pro
Sense
version.
Edge.
Yeah, because it's the Pro is the Xbox version,
Yeah,
so it's
Dual Sense Edge, I think it's
And then whatever that thing recently that you could clip your phone into,
which is coming
which
soon
is
as well.
really expensive. And now this, like, it's a luxe brand. I get it. People want to keep buying more Sony branded stuff.
I guess it's just about trying to make the console experience more appealing in general, because they're fighting at the moment against PC gaming and I guess Xbox being, you know, something that you can kind of go between the two sort of seamlessly or not bother with a console at all. So they're trying to make console gaming as attractive as possible. A lot of fun like gadgets and stuff, and
the headphones as well.
Yeah.
Like Pulse headphones
and PSVR kind of being part of it also. I think the console thing will like the controller thing on the screen. What's that called again?
I forgot. Someone must know in the chat whatever that stupid thing.
I think that'll be huge in Japan.
That doesn't talk to Bluetooth, so you need Sony's like Here version. Or whatever
I think that'll be big in remote play. Yeah.
The
controllers specifically. Yeah.
The thingy with the screen. Is that what you mean?
It's like you've cut up a DualSense controller in half and stuck it on the edge of a Switch screen.
The thing is, I would be all for that product. I'm not calling it a console because it's not. I'd be all for that product if it was A, a console, B, if they couldn't make it a console, make PlayStation Now and cloud streaming available for Australia.
Totally.
Or else it's worthless here.
Yeah.
Why haven't they? Do you think?
I'm pretty sure it's because our internet's god awful.
Checks out.
But they don't have PlayStation Now anymore.
Still bad?
They've just got PlayStation Plus Deluxe, and the whole thing with PlayStation Plus Deluxe was having access to all those classic games, but there are a whole bunch of classic games that we don't get access to because we didn't have PlayStation Now.
That's the thing, because people talk about xCloud.
The thing is, Microsoft owns servers in every city in the world, and Sony would be paying a shitload of money for the server space, probably AWS or something, to run that service in a market where they're probably not going to get enough people into it to justify the cost.
Totally.
So it's I'm not surprised we don't see PlayStation here.
Because if your average person wants the same internet speeds in Australia, wants the same internet speeds as like literally any other country, we're paying like 4 times the price. So it's
when someone ran in and went, sir, I made it a little smaller. They're like, let's go with that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's just go with
It's
the same.
something.
Yeah, that's
There's
something.
not going to be another Returnal for 4 years. So.
Exactly.
So Slim is out. Well, coming soon. If you haven't got the hardware, it's going to be the only one available in probably.
And hopefully
12
by
months'
that time, by the time they're out of those previous units, maybe there's a price drop on that to bring it back down on parity. With
It could be,
what
yeah.
it is currently.
Yeah.
Who
But
knows?
if the PlayStation 5 is pretty readily available now, so if you haven't bought one yet, this isn't a reason to buy into one just because it's slimmer. Unless the only reason you didn't have a PlayStation was because it didn't fit on your shelf.
And just to clarify, does the specs.
Same.
It's the same. It's not a Pro.
It's
it
not
doesn't
a
have any
step
more
up.
grunt,
Yeah,
doesn't have
it's just
anything
a-
else.
it's just skinny.
That face.
Yeah.
It's like when they the PlayStation 2 when they skinnified it.
Yeah.
And 3
When they skinnified
thought-
that.
and 4.
But I thought they did bring,
When they
but they brought
skinnified
out a Pro version.
They brought a
as well.
PS4
Yeah.
Pro out,
And
they
then they skinnified it.
brought out a skinny
Then
version
they
as well.
skinified
They're
that.
literally they are
remember what
always
order that
putting
was
their
in, but
consoles
they-
on a diet. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Almost every PlayStation console that's come out has had a version where it's just skinny.
You want to sell more, right?
Skinny. Like it's clever. I think they keep getting away with it.
Yeah.
It's also like, is that? But is Is that the plan from the beginning? Are they just like, we've made this as skinny as we can make it, and then a year later they're like, actually,
gotta be someone
I'm sure
just-
there'd be some efficiencies made in like thermal stuff, and because the reason that they end up so big is because they have so much heat sink and fans and stuff to just cool the thing down.
And my glitter points out, what a shit number to 24% smaller. Like, it's just such a crap selling point. Like, half the size, I want that all of a sudden. But
because then it's cute.
Yeah.
If it were half the size, exactly the same design, I would get 8 of them.
I would keep it next to the big one and be like, "Oh,
it's so cute."
It's like those people that do those tiny cooking videos. Have you seen
Yeah,
those?
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
You cook
God.
it
In a
and then
tiny
they feed it to a
frying
little
pan?
mouse with a little hat on.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
we're off topic.
What have we been playing?
Good.
What have we been playing?
Segue.
What have we been playing?
Yay. Where did I put my notes?
What we've all been playing is
found
over
it.
here. Steph found it, everyone. What we've all been playing is brought to us by patron friend of the show. It's like he falls down some stairs.
It's maniacal. It's a
It is
maniacal,
wild.
gleeful
It's
giggle.
probably one of my favorite moments from the show this year.
It's not bad.
I didn't remember it. It was this year?
Yeah, it was.
remember
It was the cancelled culture. First time we did cancelled culture.
Oh.
It was the E3 bit.
Okay.
And then you got as
That's
you're
why the
walking
mic
over.
is roomier and stuff as well.
yeah.
I'm over there. Yeah.
Well, speaking of maniacal and giggly and full of joy and someone who brings joy to us, Nicotex sponsors this segment. Thank you so much, Nicotex. Lovely to see you on the weekend down at PAX. And as usual, we would usually read a tweet from Nicotex. But we thought we'd do something a little different this week because we saw recently, or we've been paying close attention to the fact that Nicotex, Nick Belling, has been putting together an extensive video tutorial.
That's an understatement.
It's an understatement to say the least of how he put together Pocket Pals, the series that we've run for 2 years in a row now, that he has been very helpful with by putting it on while we go on our break. By doing it while we have our break. And Pocket Pals requires a heap of heavy lifting, and he, over the couple of years, has put together those amazing shows and has decided to put together a tutorial for anyone who's interested to learn how to use OBS, how to use After Effects, how to stream, how to do more complex things, and made an amazing video that you should all go and check out, and put together even a little trailer. So we thought, let's use his spot to spruik his wares. Here's his trailer.
Hey, it's your boy Nick, aka Nicotex. Remember me, the Pocket Pals guy? Well, if you're interested in the behind the scenes of how a show like Pocket Pals works, you're in luck. Because I've produced a video that gets into the nitty gritty of how I did literally every aspect of the entire show. Not only do we set up a 100 plus scene OBS production, but we cover everything from the fine details of how images are stored in memory all the way to writing custom code to automate Photoshop and After Effects. I'll walk you through what it takes to get 6 people onto a single stream, how to not melt your CPU, and why you might need to trick OBS into bending to your will. If you're interested in the juicy behind the scenes details, I've got 170 minutes of exactly that over on my YouTube channel. That's longer than the Barbie movie.
So not only has it premiered, it's available to go and watch on YouTube right now. So there should be hopefully a link in the description. In the chat, I should say. Go check that out. Give it a like. I watched more than half of it, and then I put it on pause, and I was like, I feel
all of it.
No, I feel like very humbled, and to the point of like, I can't do half the stuff he was teaching in that.
Totally.
But it's really inspirational.
Well, it's also not designed to be watched in one sitting. It's he's gone up and put chapters, like the chapter links underneath, so that if there's specific things you want to learn how to do, you just jump to those sections.
Not humbled. What's the thing where I feel really insecure about my skills? The other word.
Emasculated?
There's that.
Escalated? No, you've been humbled.
Imposter syndrome.
What's the word I'm thinking of? You feel like
I think humbled is right.
Like a tiny little
Humbled,
weenie
like
man.
you thought you were great, but you're actually not.
humbled would be. Yeah, okay, maybe I was
You've
right.
been humbled. Yeah, you were
Okay.
correct. Yeah. Shame.
Shamed.
Disparage is not bad.
A pussy?
A little bit of an pussy. Definitely intimidated.
Inferior.
Inferior. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Really
Let's pump the brakes.
The really interesting thing about it is that Nick's approach to it is quite different to our approach to it. With like a television background, we go creative approach first, and tools second, and Nick
Or sometimes not at all.
or not at all. Nick is creative in other ways as well, in coding and in like a different understanding of like from a much more kind of PC literate.
Totally. And applies that skill set to that design process and how he puts that stuff together. It's a really, really good watch. I'm dying to get through the rest of it as well. And I've picked up a few things along the way already. So please go check that out and give Narcotex some love as we do here every week as well. All right, let's crack on with the games we've been playing. Steph, you've been playing something for a couple of weeks or a week and a bit, and you've been dying to talk about it. Tell us a little bit about AC Mirage.
Yes, Assassin's Creed Mirage. It's the 13th game in the Assassin's Creed franchise.
Good God.
It follows the story of Basim. It's set in 9th century Baghdad, which is how many years before? It's set. I can't remember how many years, but before Valhalla.
Right.
Because Basim is a character that's introduced in Valhalla.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Little older.
So not that many years.
No.
30.
Well, no, it's like I think it was like a flashbacky type thing.
No, you met Basim in Valhalla, and he's like beardier and a bit like
300 years.
Thank you, Lord
Oh,
Felix.
so it's a different Basim?
No, I can't remember exactly how it went, but I'm pretty sure it was like he as a character was
We've
introduced.
definitely
but it wasn't
stalled
like-
on the introduction to Mirage on a.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of information to get out, and I don't want to get it wrong because I just kind of went straight into like stabbing people.
Well, yeah,
that's how most people
the
play
game.
these games.
That's all I care about.
I know,
Tell me
it's-
about the
it's-
stabbing people.
It's also just because he's a beautiful like
So stabbing. Tell me more about this.
it's a beautiful like historical games that kind of like
Yeah.
I guess because the first Assassin's Creed was kind of a proof of concept and so long ago.
Totally.
It's really nice to return to kind of this time period and I guess it's a return to form for the game as well from a game design perspective. We've been all over the world and it's nice to kind of come back to the Middle East and be like, showcase that setting in this really awesome
Dense
way.
single locale kind of thing as well.
Yeah.
That's the big win for me.
It's about like the city kind of is about the size of the city in Unity or Revelations. Those two kind of that felt probably at its peak kind of approachability in terms of Assassin's Creed maps before it became more of an open world RPG, traditional open world RPG, because they'd played out so many versions of stealth that and people just wanted more and more Assassin's Creed that I think Ubisoft were kind of like, okay, we need to take this in a broader direction, and they just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and that was exciting as we went to all these different cities and stuff. But this really kind of it feels in some ways like a step backwards in terms of removing a lot of the features that they've built up over the years, but in a really nice way because everything is much cleaner, it's more refined. It like the free running is super smooth. And you notice that more playing the game in this setting because it totally calls you back to when you were playing the first Assassin's Creed, and you can really kind of side by side sort of feel how far it's come.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I immediately felt like, I think when I was playing Valhalla, which was obviously a setting that I was really excited about, I, like a lot of people, felt a bit overwhelmed by it, and I ended up enjoying the DLC, I think, more than the main game, just because the DLC felt more contained. Whereas this, I think, is a nice way to kind of jump back into the world of Assassin's Creed, play it in its kind of like, one of its best forms in this really cool setting.
There's nothing wrong with how it evolved, but definitely I remember running around in Valhalla and even like the DLC that was like Ragnarok and stuff. And the idea of assassinating anyone, or even like when the prompt comes up and says assassinate, you're like, I'm a warrior. I have like multiple weapons. I'm barging into areas and swinging wildly. Like the amount of times I ever actually stabbed someone without them knowing and it felt cool and stealthy is just like, I can't remember that happening in Valhalla. It does, but it just doesn't have the same effect as something to go like, let's go back to our core principles here.
There's a nice moment too, because I remember I recently played Assassin's Creed 2 again when we were sort of celebrating the anniversary of Assassin's Creed. And, there's in Assassin's Creed 2 when Ezio gets his hidden blade plans, he takes them to Da Vinci and is like, can you make this for me? And he's like, yeah, sure. He goes over the plans and stuff and he's like, all right, well, what we need to do now is cut off your finger. And he's like, And he's like, just kidding. They had to do that back in the old days, but I've refined the design now. And I was like, oh, good. Whereas now we're back in the old days when he gets his hidden blade, I was like, oh shit.
They make you do it too. There's a button prompt.
It's like press X to cut, and so it was full on. But it felt like, yes, I'm living out the kind of origin story and the hidden ones.
Which, if they did that
in their original form,
and if they did that by 2, it's like how quickly they sort of jettison some of that like core design of the assassins and everything to go like. And 2 is wonderful. I know you love it, but it's like how quickly they were like, let's feature add and go crazy with how much we can adapt this into different eras.
I think they realized with 2 that, I mean, Ezio is a way more interesting, likable character than Altair. Not because of the character's origin or anything. It's just that Altair in the first game was kind of like, it was that game design era where it was like, don't put any character into the player character because just let them be a vessel for the player. And so that character didn't do much in the way of kind of presenting themselves as anything other than a vessel for you to interact with the game. And then when Ezio came around, it was like color, character, like there's so much to it. So it's like, of course you want to protect their finger or have an interaction that's funny about that, you know, like, and that's the trajectory it's taken since. It's been, how can we get more character into the game, and kind of lost kind of a bit of a sense of what the game is. I think they've dipped back into it in like Syndicate. I really liked the brother-sister combo. And then the new engine came out and they're like, we're big and expansive. And I know people love Odyssey. And I know people love Valhalla as well. But this, all of the promotion for this has excited me. And I'm a couple hours in, and I would say it feels like Assassin's Creed. And I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, next game. Like, I'm not in love with it yet because it's so reminiscent of the older games that I've played. Have you encountered that at all, or are you just like, it's nice to be playing an older one again?
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Like, my biggest win for it so far is that I'm waiting for it to rear its head, but like, no Animus, no any of that.
No, I think
Wonderful.
I think that
good.
I think that kind of would take away from trying to reduce this down into the core of what people liked. And while some people love that, I quite liked all that kind of stuff. What I didn't like about the Animus-y stuff is I didn't like having to play through, you know, when they'd be like, oh, he's learning the skills of the assassin in real life. Now jump around on these crates for like to showcase that. Like, I'm happy to just watch cutscenes. Yeah. You know?
Which they've got to by the end. Like, they were literally skippable moments that they're like, we're using it as a narrative structural thing. And so here it's not there at all.
But this, I think Bassine's a really likable character. He sort of starts out as a thief, like trying to make it in the streets of Baghdad, one jump ahead of the breadline. And he
does the thing with the pole where he grabs a pole and swings onto a building, and I was like,
there's some cool kind of additions to the free runnings are really just freaking fun. Like it's kind of, when they designed this game, like originally this kind of city is perfect for it.
And also in the original, it was like it was ambitious, but it was not perfect, and you'd stick to things and not
run
go
up
where
the
you
side
wanted
of
to
windows
go.
and
Totally.
stuff.
And since they've done the RPGs, Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla, it's like that was freeform climb everything. Yeah. And now it's like they've gone, right, best of both worlds. Let's
there was a period as well, I think, with Origins, for example, that it just got really hard. Like the combat got really hard, and it got a little overcomplicated in the sort of just basic gameplay of it. I remember like there was a mission where you had to go and like rob some kind of cart on a trade route in order to get the materials to build the thing to just progress the next mission. And I was like, whoa. And I just kept dying over and over. And I was like, this is not what I remember Assassin's Creed to be. And this just feels like the game that I remember, but way more refined and just better game design. And everything just feels really fluid. I'm really enjoying it. The city is just beautifully designed. Like it's showcased in such a lovely way. Like it feels alive, and there's color in really beautiful ways, and it feels my thing at the moment that I just can't stop talking about is just environmental design, and the environmental design of this is stunning. Everything, when you walk into buildings, and just even on the outside of the buildings, it looks like someone has just left their fishing tools there, and they're skinning things. And when you walk through the markets, they've got one of those beautiful have you seen one of those areas where they do like traditional fabric dyeing?
There's
and
a dye
stuff?
city area that's
like all of that stuff, just
the river's red with dye, all that kind of stuff. I love all that too. I'm not sure how much I'm torn on the eagle vision that you use as kind of your detective vision, and that's this seems to be unlimited kind of, you left on the D-pad, suddenly everything just turns into like grey box mode almost, where it's like enemies are red, allies are blue, everything else is grey, and it's sort of like, it definitely makes things easier when you're overwhelmed by trying to work out who the enemies are, but I hate that I'm becoming reliant on it. No, I think it has,
That's
but
always been a thing, hasn't it?
yeah, it's usually, there's been pulses, there's been eagle vision as you fly up, but like this just seems like it feels the most Batman detective mode I've seen in a while, and I hate
seeing
that
through
I love
walls
it.
and stuff. It's definitely not the new Thief. It's not like actually a stealth game. It's still an easy game in its design, and I think it's like it also to me doesn't feel like a next gen game, but the places that it does are in how much they know this engine now. And that they can put so much detail into stuff, and but yeah, from a game feel and from a gameplay design, it feels like classic Assassin's Creed, for better or worse. I think it's better than having a 500-hour game for me. So I'm gonna play through this because the story's been compelling enough so far.
Same, I'm really enjoying it, and I think it's also, I'm a big believer in these games. I think any kind of game like this, when it comes into your life at a certain time, and I feel like at the moment I've been craving this, and knowing that it's achievable and it's giving me the experience that I remember, but in a more enjoyable way. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm excited for Basim's journey.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, if you like story, you're not going to like my game, because I've been jumping into some Forza Motorsport, which recently hit Game Pass, and I've been keen to check this out as a fan of the Forza series, but obviously the series has been going hard in the Horizon direction with your open world festival, bit crazy kind of driving. This is back to the sim. This is back to, well, as much a sim as Forza's ever been in this now unnumbered one. And I was just looking up then, it was 2017 was Forza Motorsport 7. I think everything since then has been
a Horizon
game. So it's been a while.
Just responding to chat.
Oh, no, all good. And I was really keen to check this out because I do really like dipping in and out of the more sim-heavy kind of racer, and Forza is a very polished product. We know it's got the, Turn 10 have just been increasing the fidelity and also the mechanics of how it feels to drive and get bit behind the wheels of all these supercars and stuff.
And there are new
Just
cars
when
every
you think
year.
those
That's
cars
it.
can't get any shinier.
That is the thing. They just get so damn shiny. So, yeah, I jumped into this, and I've got to say I'm really, really enjoying reawakening part of me that I haven't been sort of tapped into for years, which is that...
Not since you got the roof on the tent on the roof.
The tent on the roof,
That
I'll tell
drag.
you what. No, I'm really into the circuit racing, which is basically throws you in to a new circuit and gets you doing those practice laps before you run a race. And in that, you need to do a certain number of laps and potentially do an optional goal of setting a decent lap time. So, for instance, Maple Valley or Maple, whatever this one is called, before you do a race in it, it's like, great, have a drive around the track. You need to do 3 laps first before you do the race. So I'm like, great. Get to grips with it quite literally. The cars feel very weighty, very grippy if you've just been, back living in the world of Forza Horizon, because, you can power slide, and while it's realistic, it's literally there it's more for fun. You forget what it feels like to, have the rear wheels.
Suck the fun right out of it.
Well, it's a different kind of fun, and
totally.
I do really enjoy it. I loved, I think it was V8 Supercars 2 on Xbox, which was a renamed version of whatever the World Series of that racer was, that gave you all different disciplines around the world and was all about watching that timer and trying to set the best time on that track.
Yeah, right.
And very quickly I found myself, it's like, you've done your 3 laps. You can start the race. I'm like, I'm not done yet, because it's like, optional extra, get a lap time of 1 minute 6 seconds, and I kept getting 1 minute 7 seconds. So I just keep going and keep going. I was gripping the control. There's no one else on the track. I'm doing. It's just like
reluctantly crouched at the starting line.
I was going the distance, Peter. But it's like I realized once I finally got it or gave up, I was like, oh my god, I've been sweating and gripping this controller for 20 minutes.
It's so funny. I'm so anytime I play a racing game and it's like, before you start a race, you should play it. I'm like, skip. And it's like, we recommend you. And I'm like, let me just race, skip.
Well, I mean, yes, you are turning on or disabling the assists that are in these games, and instantly I kind of went for a 50-50. I was like, I want to turn off all the auto driving, but keep the racing line and the ABS. Everything else was made to keep the rewind feature, and I'd say that's a really nice place to be because it's difficult straight out of the gate, and that was what I wanted this to be. I wanted driving games to be hard again. I've been playing recently a lot of Crew Motorfest, and it's heaps of fun, but it's all about just getting to that first corner, bashing into everyone and like zip lining up to the front and being like, I'm in front.
As it should be.
Is all the driver stuff still in this?
They're called drivatars still,
Yeah.
and they are fairly aggressive, I would say, but I don't know if they're being modelled off people who you have on your friends list anymore.
Yeah.
They were just numbers. It's very bare bones, and it's very pure racing in that sense. Your driver...
It's pure racing.
Your own driver is just a helmet and a suit. You just pick a different color scheme. And then, you go through like any of these kind of career progression games where you're earning CP car points for racing well. The more modifiers you turn off, the more points you're getting. So it does really feel like, I was finishing 4th and 6th and being like, fuck yeah.
Still got a lot of car points.
I'm getting a lot more points.
And
if
then
I
you
turned
notice there was a
everything
little
like
aerial
that.
on the back of your car that shows you that you won't go off the edge.
Yeah.
But if I turned everything on and come first, I would have got nowhere near that. And I realized that's quite a sort of Moorish way to play games now, and that's why you get to that practice run and you go, I'm going to do 20 laps of this, so I've really got it down.
Sorry, this like layout where you can see the
Cockpit
inside.
view, yeah.
Yeah.
Does that get annoying at all?
It's the standard views where there is also the one where you don't see the steering wheel, where you're like, it's almost like you're resting your chin on the on the dash,
Yeah.
and then there's the one where you've got the bonnet, and then
As
there's
if you were in the car like this.
driving all up in front.
Yeah.
Like those ones.
How I drive.
I love to check out the cockpit of every car because they do amazing jobs now that technology and gaming has gone so far. It's like the sound of the wipers in the rain, and all the audio design from the interior of the cars is wonderful. It's probably not the most practical way to race. I'm really enjoying it. It's definitely not a thing I'm coming home to relax and go like, I'm going to go for a little cruise the way you would in Horizon or any of those kind of games. But I think like if you've got some time to be like, I'm going to really memorize tracks. And then I've been racing tracks like Nürburgring and stuff that I'm like, I remember every turn here because I did this 12 years ago and I'm back here again. So
And would you recommend this to my dad?
I've never met your dad or learnt any information about your father.
He likes driving games.
Then
Yeah, he'd
All
love it.
That's all I need to know.
I'll also just point out really quickly, I haven't tried any of the online multiplayer. I've heard nothing but good things. And I will say, I do really appreciate the way that when you complete races, there's a button to press to auto-tune your car up to the next level.
Ooh,
So
yeah,
it
cool.
shows you all the options. You can buy all the
don't
parts.
need to go
I've
in
never
to
been
the
into
nitty-gritty.
tuning. And it literally just says, the tutorial goes, if you want to press X just to move on with the race, it'll appropriately add whatever bonus to your
That's
car.
so good.
You'll move up in class and you'll do the next race. So
Sweet.
I love that it streamlines that.
Because I hate it when they give you a thing where they're like, you can have more of this, but less of that.
Yeah.
And then you could have more of this, but that means you get less
You
of
can have
that.
more
And
torque
I'm
but
like,
less grip, but I want more of everything. I'm sure. I've heard tuners aren't really into this in terms of it's dumbed it down a little bit.
Yeah, well, from previous Forza Motorsport
Yes.
games?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
There's
So
a-
I was just going to say, because it's in an interesting position in the racing game like spectrum of arcade races, kart races, whatever. Then like you've got fun, like the Forza Horizon
Crew
Crew Motorfest, games that are just about playing in a car. And then on the other side of the spectrum are the really serious sim races, iRacing and
R-Racer.
Assetto Corsa and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then this is in between those two with games like Grid and like all these things that are, they're not an arcade
Gran
race, so they're easy
Turismo.
enough to just pick up and play and have fun and treat it seriously.
Yeah.
And like Grid is still, I would argue, having more fun because it's like, oh, we're making up tracks and we're out, like, we're in a playful setting. And then this is like, oh no, these are real tracks. Or I think Maple's a made up track, right?
There's 2 or 3 made up tracks.
Yeah.
I would say I went through them all and I was disappointed with how few there were in total. I'm sure there's more to come. I'm sure there's DLC. There's like 3 fictional and then 5 or maybe 8 real life ones, Japan, Germany, all that kind of stuff. But no Bathurst, no King of the Mountain, which I do really appreciate in a lot of races.
I mean, obviously, it's nice to go a bit of Australiana.
Of course.
Like, but it's they have to license all this stuff, and it's like, would they bother for Bathurst?
I didn't
Usually
get
not.
into Gran Turismo, but I did appreciate when I looked at the more recent one that it's like had that like cafe that you'd go into and like collect
Yeah,
your
sure,
cars.
yeah.
There was this weird kind of like story setting in it. There's none of that here. It is really cold and clinical. There's just a couple of voices that are like, narrating. There's a female voice that talks about your upgrades, and there's occasionally a male voice goes like, cars are all about a lifestyle. And you're like,
Yeah.
okay, it's not really much.
That's like I'm there right now.
They used to have Jeremy Clarkson, and I'm like, bring
Yeah.
him back.
He punched too many people to
yeah.
be
Punched too many
in
people.
video games. Again, it feels like these games always come out in weirdly positioned to be like, check out this real racetrack in a real car, but it's not really real driving. You're not
Yeah.
sim racing. You're just taking it seriously.
Sim racing
and it's
is
nice
too
that
much
it can
work.
exist. It's nice. Like obviously, Gran Turismo is a successful game. They're making more Forza Motorsport. So
The illusion of being in a sim racing game, I think, is enough. For a lot
totally,
of
because
people, for the
actual sim
consumer.
racing and pulling out a wheel and getting in a rig and stuff, it's actually like it's work.
Yeah,
This is just shy of work,
yeah.
and that can be satisfying.
I was very satisfied with it. Yeah, and I was sweaty and my hands cramped up.
Sweaty,
Awesome.
crampy
Palms are
hands,
sweaty. Yeah,
and satisfied.
So just
Just
like
a
how
reg-
it is to normally drive.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or that's how you usually end up on the couch after a day. Did you get it?
Do you get it?
Nah.
So it's been bugging me all day.
Yeah, there's a
it
fly in
was
the room.
flying
That's why
around.
if you see any of us go, that's what.
Yeah, if you saw.
Oh, it's dead. Yeah.
Jesus.
Nice.
Just as a close up.
Eat it.
Ew,
Eat it on camera.
don't do
There
it.
it is. No,
Yeah,
you
but
Ugh.
nutrients.
Put it down.
Eat it on camera.
fucking got him.
They're really high in protein. bugs.
Just leave it on the table, I think.
Ruby, what have you
Yeah.
been playing?
I got I got it wrong.
What?
Let's start with that. I got it wrong what we were supposed to be doing.
You just need to play a game and talk about it.
Yeah. And I did. But the thing is, I was under the impression that not only would we be next festing for the next segment, but we'd also be next festing for what we've been playing. So I played a whole bunch of demos, but there's only one that I'm going to talk about, and it's a game that I'm actually not quite sure what you're supposed to do in it.
Cool.
So you take the baby across America, but as you do, you're learning about
Oh,
How to
and there's
balance
gunk,
weight.
and
Yeah.
and you're also a mailman,
yourself.
You're also
and
a
in a way
mailman.
you're pregnant, but
you're
not really.
making the bridges because your name is. What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
Mr. John
Mr.
Bridges.
John Bridges. Yeah.
That's the main character of Death Stranding is John Bridges.
Get out of our shot.
Come on, get out of it.
No, I like it.
What'd you play, Ruby?
You're hurting her. Anyway, I played Exhausted Man, which is a
Appropriate.
game from Candleman Games.
Just
Oh,
first
I
time
don't know
Josh
when
has
this was
seen it.
announced.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, that's a
Yes.
move.
And
Wow.
it's like a game where you like
Hump
like-
your way across America.
Yeah, so you're like lying down, right? You're kind of like if a worm was a person.
Yeah.
And like you're lying down, and it's so much more than that. So
Give me that, because
basically,
right now that's all I'm seeing. Like, I
You're
want to know
given-
what's the more.
you're given like a scene, and in the scene, like you've got a room, and what you have to do is do like tasks
So this is
to get.
I'm sure it's been started before, but like Untitled Goose Game, like here's a checklist of things, or is it that kind of vibe?
Yeah, kinda, but it's less of like a role playing game. I would say Untitled Goose Game is a role playing game because the role you
I
are
just
playing
meant the
is
tasks.
a
It's like
goose.
here's a map,
Yeah.
do a thing.
Yeah, kind of, except like you're given a small space and you're given props for the room. Like you're in you're quote unquote in a sitcom. Like that's what the game is.
Oh, this is
right?
Seinfeld
And it's a
on
sitcom about
Tranquilizers.
a person who doesn't want to get up. They just want to lie down. So
Ketamine
you
edition.
have to get through the scene while
So
not
snaky.
while not standing up, basically.
And you control, I see little blinkies on the hands.
Yeah.
You can control the hands.
So
and
you control the hands, you control the feet.
I
So
lo-
with
I
the
love it.
hands, you can grab
Yeah.
and move. With the feet, you can kick.
Okay.
And
The
the
energy?
general gist is just like
None.
the energy wasn't there in the demo, so I'm actually not quite sure what that is.
I
But-
love games like this where it seems really obvious that somebody has been playing around with with just mechanics in an engine and been like, is this anything? And
Yeah.
it's like, this
Oh,
could be something.
The whole game is like, is this anything? How about this? And I I had to make a scene. I decorate the room to develop the story, and then once the room is decorated, I put some stuff in it. I put a bed in, I put a desk in. The scene is that I'm developing a video game, but I have to have a demo ready for this fest that's coming up. Oh,
Yeah, love it.
Funny.
Die.
And the first step in kind of like making the video game demo is I decide to have a rest.
So hang on. So this part of the game is you just freely moving objects in space. You set
Putting
the scene.
objects down, to set the scene.
Okay, right. And once that's ready, as well.
But you're not playing through this scene. You're not building a puzzle for yourself to then play through.
You kind of are.
Okay.
Like, you set the scene, and then you'll be given like a phrase, and one of the items will refer to that phrase. So it'll be like you'll be spending time with a childhood toy, and then something that's in the scene, let's say a lamp, is the item you decide to choose, like childhood lamp. And so you choose that, you go into the scene, and it'll give you tips like grab the lamp, put the lamp on the bed, have your hip above your head, and do all these kind of things.
So
egg.
This is the to-do list. Yeah, right.
It's like egg.
Yeah. It's like egg.
Yeah,
What's
like you
egg?
have egg is the game where you play as an egg and you're rolling through space.
Why did I ask?
But it's like you have to get from A to B, but it's like also like if you manage to do these things along the way, then you get like more points.
So are you able
Yeah.
to have made this level or this scene easier by where you placed everything?
Pretty much, but you also don't know
What the
what the tasks are until you're kind of there.
Yeah.
So like I had to, for example, sit. I had a certificate for. I had a
mesmerizing.
certificate for winning.
Yeah.
An award. No, for passing a class. I had a certificate. And after getting the certificate, I had to hold the certificate, but also sit on the beanbag. But I had to sit on the beanbag in such a way that my head was above my hips by a certain amount. But another item also had to be at least 2 meters away from me. And then when you've got all that happening at the exact same time, you relax, wait a period of time. Everything has to stay in the same place. And a snapshot gets taken, and you beat that level.
Okay, right.
This reminds me, I feel
It's so
I
fucking
feel like,
strange.
Yeah, it's odd.
Like, I still don't fully understand what the deal is.
it's fine. This reminds me of like the specific instances where you're like in the mood for sexy times, but you're like super lazy, so you kind of just like slink yourself towards someone, you know?
Yeah, you like can't get up.
I'm aware.
Yeah, do you know what that's like?
You know?
Yeah.
You know, chat gets it.
Anytime I'm in the fuck, but I'm also like anytime I'm in the mood for fuck, but also not. I just don't get up at all. But I also engage all the tiny little legs that cover my body, so I move similarly to this, and then get on the bed and
Wild.
present myself.
Yeah. I'll have been in bed for 2 hours, and then the door swings open, and I don't see Steph walk in, but something slides
Yeah.
across the floor.
And you're like, oh, not snail mode again.
I'll be the shell.
It's like if it doesn't happen, it doesn't
She
happen.
lives
But also
inside
like you know, like
Anyway, I'm in the kitchen bed.
See, like, whomst among us has not moved like this before?
Is this fun yet? Like, or is it one of those
It
things
kind
that's
of
like...
is, but I'm also
Yeah.
like, as I was playing it, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Sure.
I kind of like it, but I also don't know what I'm
Because
doing.
I would say I'm not a big... I've tried things like Octodad and stuff, and like I get the chaos of sort of hard to control characters. There's the Baby Steps coming out soon, which
Baby
is
Steps
looks
awesome.
fantastic, but again is quappy in the sense that it's
Yeah.
like you can get frustrated with how difficult the controls are. I get that here it's about more juggling items together and just kind of holding positions versus trying to like complete objectives. But I wonder how much, like, again, I think this is a really interesting concept. I just don't know if it's got the legs.
There was a big part of
beyond-
me just getting really frustrated by the fact
Well, that's
that, like,
the thing. Where's the fun
I
versus
felt like
frustration?
my head was clearly above my hips, but it seemed like they were not far enough away from each other. So
Yeah.
This
But that's
is
that
just
meat-
giving me deja vu to Saturday night, honestly. Trying to get home to my hotel room.
There's so much of it that is just like you have moments of just laughing at the absurdity of it that would kind of pull you through.
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
want to balance that out with the times that you're like, I'm not getting it. It's not working.
Yeah. I feel like human fall flat is frustrating at times,
Yep.
but there's moments where you're just kind of laughing at the absurdity of just
Yeah.
trying to make this thing
Totally.
happen.
Does it tie back into the exhausted man person making a game in a way that's satisfying? Do you go like, oh, I see how like the stress of your day, because that's what the game is, right? It's like, this is reality and the stress of your day is affecting your, like that's the insomnia coming back and going like, for some reason my brain is connecting all of these things in a weird way because I can't sleep because I'm making a video game. Is that a satisfying loop or is it just
I think
arbitrarily?
You're
Overthinking it.
thinking too much into
Yeah,
it.
okay. Yeah.
It's a
Peter, you
you're
look tired.
you're a noodle guy.
I'll go and have a nap. Okay,
You're,
noodle guy.
you're a
Noodle guy, physics, fun. Potentially this
Very
was
silly.
Potentially
Yep.
this was a sitcom game about a full moving character that someone went, just turn off the skeleton.
Yeah.
And go, guys,
Yeah.
I think I made a different game.
There's a bone toggle here.
Yeah,
Like, it's just
exactly.
disabled bones.
Yeah, that being said,
so
I
you
would
can
love
check-
to check out the full game.
Yeah,
when
totally.
it does come out.
Interesting premise nonetheless. Exhausted Man, you can check that out. There's a demo of that. Peter, round us out with what you've been playing.
I was playing and I'm playing on stream, and I'll play through the entire game on stream. I had my first session of Detective Pikachu.
Oh, yeah.
Returns. And to set the scene, Pikachu can talk to a human being. Was partnered as a cop with someone called Harry. Harry disappears, and this in the first game, Pikachu then finds a kid in the city, in Rhyme City, that they can communicate with. Turns out it's the son of Harry. So now Harry and Detective Pikachu are on the case trying to find Harry.
Like the movie.
It's just like the movie, except I don't remember the movie. I just remember enjoying it a bit.
I loved it.
Same.
So it's just like that. This game is set, I think, 2 years after the first game. Still haven't found Harry. It's still kind of like the big drive.
Wait,
for
is
what-
Harry not dead?
Harry's not dead.
Oh, okay.
Still out there somewhere.
I wonder.
You don't die in Pokemon games, you just become exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they will do the same thing as they did in the movie. Like, I genuinely wonder.
Which
if
was
they
the
will go for the
character
same
was
storyline.
Mewtwo or something? I can't remember.
Do you? Is
I
it
don't
a spoiler?
care. This is a game.
Nah, it's a spoiler.
Let me. Well, let's
let's
get
round
to
this
that
out.
later. Let's
Yeah,
get to that later. Yeah.
you go.
The game it plays out as like it gives you scenes, and there's a lot of setup. There's a lot of Nintendo. There's a lot of repeat dialogue, and it's shows you the thing that is a problem and tells you that you need to find the solution by doing the thing, and then you go and do the thing, and that happens to be the solution to the problem, and then you're all clear. So like every obstacle that you find, it is almost immediately apparent what the solution is, and you just go through the laborious task of getting that.
Less deducing, more visual novel that basically.
Yeah,
is
and just
like-
interacting with the right elements.
Sure.
And the interactions are what the game is about, which is cute conversations, talking to different Pokemon, the relationship between Detective Pikachu and your character, whose name I can't remember. Tim Goodman. Batman.
Tim Goodman.
Tim Goodman.
Tim Goodman. It's just Goodman.
And yeah, there's an interesting dynamic here. There's obviously a lot of like Phoenix Wright and stuff in it when you gather all the clues and then you go and accuse someone. There's
Detective
a good
Layton?
sequence.
Layton?
Professor Layton.
Professor Layton. Sorry. Yeah.
There's a new one of them coming out soon.
Good for him.
Yeah.
And sorry, what did I say? Detective Wright?
So
I'm
Phoenix Wright.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the lawyer
yeah,
one.
yeah,
They've done
yeah.
crossovers. Yeah,
Yeah.
same kind of thing.
So you'll gather all the clues and then you'll accuse someone and then you'll pick from a list what you're accusing them of and then dialogue sequence. They're the most entertaining beats of the game that I've encountered so far. It's taking us through the Pokemon fantasy world. I've already been to different scenes in different modules, had some interesting interactions, but ultimately the game is really tedious because it's designed for such a young demo and because it's a Nintendo game because you can design games for young people that are fun for anyone, Nintendo don't know how to do that. They go, and I think they make great games for kids, but they really labor points by having dialogue repeat 8 times. And, and it's not fun to play as an adult when I don't need that much reinforcement on a really obvious idea.
And you like Pokemon games, and I find them frustrating in the Nintendo-ness of how they hold your hands there. And that's a love of the franchise that you'll happily push through that, whereas here it's a bit more...
because I think the general JRPG-ness of Pokemon is fun. That's not in here. Obviously, this is a completely different gameplay mechanic. But
it's got some pretty intense points, hasn't it?
Well, we put a social out today that was like, this game is not for kids. It absolutely is for kids, but it definitely plays in some themes that are like...
Oh, like trauma.
There's divorce and there's like a super creepy dude and stuff. They've always been in Pokemon, but realized in a full...
Super creepy dude.
Yeah, there's a guy that like plucks one of Pikachu's furs, and there's just like an intense camera move on them and stuff. And
my God.
It's that kind of stuff is in Pokemon already. There's like the Pokemaniac kind of like there's oddballs out there, and there's some strange characters out there. But in an isometric,
name, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you remember the episode of Pokemon where Ash has a gun pointed at him? That was crazy.
Actually?
Yeah.
You know we have to check this stuff with you, Ruth.
It is real. It is real.
lie.
It is real. It was a
lie.
banned episode, but Ash Ketchum had a gun pointed directly at his face.
apparently
It
got
was
banned.
insane.
That's why we haven't seen it. We weren't
How
watching
did
it.
that get... Do you reckon somebody just pitched it and they were like, edgy, I like it, let's go?
I think it was just like, I don't know, I guess Japan was a bit more lax on like what was cool to put in kids' shows.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, it's I think even if you love Pokemon, I couldn't recommend this to you. I think I could say that if you've got youngsters and they're into Pokemon, I think they would enjoy it. I think the beats of the story are really fun, and the character interaction stuff is fun. There's a great moment where Pikachu, this is just in the first kind of mission, Pikachu does some investigating with a Growlithe, so jumps on the back of a dog Pokemon, and you ride around and you do different gameplay things like that, which make it... it's still exactly the same gameplay, but it is dressed differently.
Sure.
Because you're still just running around interacting with characters that you know you need to get to. But I think it's cute, and I'm interested in seeing how the plot plays out. But yeah, it's really frustrating to play.
And you're playing on stream, so that's an enjoyable way to push through a game that's got potentially some questionable story beats and that kind of stuff. I've always just, my 2 cents on it is that I've always found Pokemon a weird thing, that it's like that they coexist with humans and humans keep them but also have them as pets. It always seems confusing. And in a Pokemon game, it's like there's this world where they're like, here's where we got a hospital for them, and we have a resort for them. We take snaps of them. The second crime is introduced, for me, the whole world falls apart. I'm like, no, this shouldn't happen.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you can hit a Pokemon.
That's it. And it's like,
It's not right, but you can do it.
just-
and the police
it just
come
does
and they're
not-
not a fan.
it just doesn't, it's never gel with me. And I know people love
Yeah.
the little gruff character and how he's like got a little, Brooklyn voice, and he
He's
loves
got a
coffee
funny
and
voice,
stuff.
yeah.
I think
It's
it hangs
like
on that.
you have to put Jeopardy in kids' games in a way that feels like important but like isn't scary. And that's kind of the way you
it
get
just-
around it. Is
Well,
by
like,
having
imagine-
those
for me, it's-
isolated incidents of like
Yeah.
of drama.
Yeah. Imagine happening upon a Trubbish, opening it up, it's just drugs inside. That'll be insane, right?
You should be writing me.
I know. I should be writing for Detective Pikachu.
Well,
I watch so much Law and Order SVU.
There is that kind of stuff in there, though. There's like, a Pokemon is concealing something because it swallowed it whole, and so you need
There's only one way to get that
you
out.
needed to regregurgate it. You don't need
Oh,
to cut
okay,
it
I was
open.
getting
It's
on-
not. It's
yeah.
not that.
You just stick your finger.
Yeah.
You just tickle it and it goes hick.
That'd be really cute.
Go up the butt.
But yeah, I will finish this on stream. I'll be streaming this over the next couple of weeks. I should finish it in 2 more sittings, hopefully. It's about a 10-hour game by skipping the dialogue, and I'm skipping all the dialogue.
Good man.
I started by going like, I can't handle the repetition, but I'll try and get the gist of it. And I realized that I can get the gist of the conversation without having a word read, because the way that they're interacting with each other, it's all so apparent.
Yeah.
It seems like a game that would be really awesome for a kid that's just learnt how to read.
Yes.
Does that make
Or
sense?
is learning to, and
Or
is
is
getting
learning to.
getting
Or
the
is-
same words thrown back at it
Yeah.
constantly to go
It
like
seems like a-
reinforcement.
Right?
Yeah.
It
And
seems
is
like a game
keen
that
in
would
a
be really
career
good
in the
for
legal
it.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's to take a Pikachu. Ruby, you checked out Exhausted Man.
Yeah.
Steph, you checked out AC Mirage, and I played a little bit of Forza Motorsport. Those are the games we were playing, and we'll be right back to play some more games in demo form after this ad break.
Food for jellyfish.
Mussolini is back and is on a war pouring. Luckily, recruitment kennels have been set up everywhere to show those humans that a good dog's bark is far better than a kitty's bite. So, join the JEP today, the Joyfully Enlisted Paw Patrol. Whether you're a pooch in training, or you're already on the job, become the hound Her Majesty needs you to be in the JEPP. For why, look, it's the Amphibious Light Infantry 2nd Battalion Royal Australian Regiment. But of course we just call them the wet rats of the brook. They may look like a soft touch, but rest assured, they can wrestle with the best of them. That's a good boy. But it's not all work and no play. You'll be belly up in a good way with our program of R&R. That's running and, yes, you guessed it, more running. Touchdown, little fella.
I originally founded the Joyfully Enlisted Paw Patrol unit so that every pup would have the chance to show leadership and loyalty, rise to the rank of top dog, and have a big stretch. Aww.
Here at the JEP, we teach old dogs new tricks. So, say bow wow to Meow Meow and make sure Kitty knows that it's Mutt who's man's best friend. The JEPP. Sit, stay, sign up today.
Game is
Can I ask you a favor?
very for children.
Would you allow me to give you a quick health exam?
Ow! Hey, what'd you just do to me?
Maybe it's not.
We need to talk.
What is it?
I want a divorce.
I want a divorce.
What?
Yes.
Whoa! This is incredible!
Sleepy? Sleep powder? Mum? Game is very for children.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Must be time for another.
Doom, doom, doom.
Environment.
Fucking seriously.
And I'm gonna try and like tuck it under.
Axe. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Must be... No. I could...
Welcome back to the show. We saw words there from Tom Harmathy and from BMAC. That was super lovely.
Yeah, that was actually such a great, like,
so nice.
encapsulated look into the PAX experience.
Yeah. It was like a little piece of every single thing that Pocketeers were involved in any way.
I'd love to see the
Yeah.
Ruby version.
Because I've seen,
No, you
and there are
don't.
those
You don't
apps
wanna
where you
see
do
that.
like a second a day or whatever
Yeah.
for a month and
Yeah, I
stuff.
love
But those
that.
are always so disjointed that it's a very like intense thing to watch. But watching the chronological kind of snapshots of the PAX experience was super enjoyable.
Very lovely.
Yep. And we saw the ad for JEP, and we saw a social. We saw the social of Detective Pikachu. Come to those streams. Basically, everything that I said about the game was surmised in that 34-second social video.
We got a couple of streams that we promised through the 3-year anniversary coming up. So you've got Detective Pikachu that you want to finish off very soon. Spider-Man 2. Will's going to be playing through the entirety of that, and I'll be playing through the entirety of Super Mario Brothers Wonder, which both come out, I believe, next week or very close to each other. So the channel is going to be firing off with a lot of gameplay streams, and then you're going to play Mario RPG.
That's right.
You got some time. That's like a couple of
Gotta
days.
eat some hot dogs too.
Yeah.
And
Also-
I gotta eat some hot dogs.
Yeah.
Also that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I haven't eaten real bread for like a month.
You
So,
don't get the
Yeah.
bread. You're just eating dogs. Why are you putting bread in there?
oh, do you just want me to eat the dogs?
Yeah, because you won't be able to fit
Is that
bread.
right, boss?
Yeah.
Just the dogs, boss?
How are you going to fit 15 dogs and bread in
But we
there?
bought those tiny little rolls.
Yeah, they're really cute. Oh, they're probably bad.
They
by
dip
now,
the
hey?
bread in water while they do it.
It's so longer.
I can probably just go, look. Oh, I shouldn't do that.
That'll be show day.
Good. Good. High Fortress.
Just dogs. High Fortress. No bread, just dogs. No bread, just dogs.
We saw a lot of PAX. One of the people we met down at PAX was Timothy Chu.
Hey.
Timothy Chu, of course, is a business pocket partner. Timothy Chu, Generalist Technology Services, can be yours if you contact Timothy at atimothy.xyz for software development, analytics services, bespoke AR and VR experiences, and Twitch integration. Timothy is a creator of worlds.
I'm hoping Timothy could set me up with one of these custom emails that's .xyz.
It's cool.
I've never had that on the end of an
Yeah,
email.
very cool.
Forget .com. Timothy knows where it's at. If you want to help out Timothy or help out your own tech services, you can contact him and he'll help you out.
Yeah, and if you want to put something on a sphere in Las Vegas, Tim will probably be able to help you with that as well.
You probably could. And
Generate some 3D
Should we add
spherical
sphere
stuff.
integration onto that card for
Maybe.
next week? We could do that.
I just want to clarify. It's actually Z, not Z.
Z.
No, it's not Z. You watched too much Sesame Street growing
No,
up.
hang on,
you
it
idiot.
is Z. You're right. It's been years since I've...
Oh my god!
No, it's Z.
Ruby, it's been...
Incredible!
I think you can have a dot.
Go slowly through the
Anything.
alphabet.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M,
She
N,
didn't
O,
do
P,
H.
Q,
You're perfect.
H.
You've got a perfect bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
H.
been years since I've done the alphabet, so you're right. It is Z, not
You know
Z.
what? You know why I know that it's H and not H?
Yes, tell
because
us.
I used to say H as a kid, and my dad was like,
Would beat you.
"No,
Yeah.
don't say that."
Is it a
Because my
regional?
dad's Scottish.
Is it a regional thing?
Is he Shrek?
I'd love to
Yeah.
play a driving game, Ruby.
Can you recommend me a game where you drive?
Once I get out of my swamp.
I will just say...
That's me, da.
You go.
I was just gonna say I just don't understand why people say H. You
think
don't
it's-
say W.
Right?
I will now.
I do.
I'm going to say that now.
From now on, we all do.
Maybe it's more inclusive, but fuck the new one that goes X, Y, Z, or Z at the end.
Nah,
that can go to hell. That's what they've been
the-
doing for a long time.
Nah, it's a waste of syllables.
That's how Wiggles do it now, I think.
Oh, Wiggles.
Yeah, I know,
Sellouts,
dead
man.
Can I say something controversial?
You're
Please.
going to anyway, Ruby.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to include Americans in anything,
Ooh.
I'll allow it.
and that's on God.
Interesting.
Oh, God.
No, they
that's
get
rude.
enough.
They
They
get
get guns.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, why should we have
They
to
get
give
guns. They
them
don't
that?
get Z or H.
Yeah,
You get guns instead.
you get guns.
That's fair enough. Should we do some... Buru, don't watch this. Very good gameplay.
Oh no. You can't. That's
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
You can't do
No
that. We're
way.
not
We
Next
did.
Fest
we don't
special.
own that. We don't own that.
You can't do that.
I fucking built most of that. No, Will built that.
You
Will built that, but I designed most of that show.
built the whole,
so
yeah, you did. You
that's
did that whole
mine.
redesign.
That's my
Actually,
son.
That
I
font
went
was
to
free.
I went to school with the girl whose mum created Bananas in Pajamas.
Oh, that's
and
a
she
lawsuit.
ended up leaving because then the ABC owned Bananas in Pajamas, and so she went and created High Five because
Yeah,
she was like, I want
but
to make
What a
something that I own.
goddamn legend.
Bananas
Yeah.
in pajamas.
Oh, yes, Queen.
Technically, still going. Good game. He's dead.
High
Yeah,
five.
but
Dead.
she's not.
Every time we say it's a good
Yeah.
game, this card needs to...
It's now a very good gameplay, and we had to kill the old do.
Yeah, it was too basic.
It's just too dull.
Yeah. How many times can we get away with that?
Josh
one?
loves to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's like a triple lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's double
but-
jeopardy. You
so-
can only get sued once.
But
That's true.
we clarified that font is not licensed.
Rainfall, it's free.
It's
you can
free.
go and
It's
get
a free
it.
font. So
Yeah.
technically, you just typed words.
Yeah.
And they happen to be the same words as the
You
name of the
replaced the A though, right? You put the triangle in the A. That's in
Yeah.
Rainfall.
That's the font.
Yeah,
I didn't
man.
design
That rocks.
No, let it do itself.
No else in
thought you
sight.
did.
Only
Oh,
wobble
easy
moves.
modes.
adjusted
Only
it.
wobble use.
Yeah.
No, I changed the G. Can we see one more time? I made the G difference.
Oh.
Yeah, you.
What, now he doesn't... The
That's-
G's connected. Our G's
Yes.
weren't. I turned our G's into power buttons by putting a little cutter under the
Yeah.
G.
It was
Okay,
very
so
clever.
technically not copyright infringement then.
We win.
Your Honor, case
Technical.
dismissed.
Excellent.
Hey!
While we're talking about lawyers, Middle C is the sponsor of this segment.
Now it's someone shutting a door on
Yeah,
you.
that fucking Peggle 2 guy's
It
back.
does, yeah.
Hung out
Middle
with middle
C.
seat packs.
Sorry?
We hung out with middle seat packs. I'm just throwing that in there every time there's
did.
someone.
Yeah. Okay.
Middle C came to my wedding. My Final Fantasy
Final
wedding.
Fantasy wedding.
Oh,
right.
that's
Yeah.
better.
And
Sorry.
for Middle C, we like to read some lyrics from songs written in the C of key.
Checked out.
Damn it. So I'm going to read you some lyrics. I've decided to go really tough with this one.
Oh, gosh.
So here you go. Here they come. The lyrics.
All right.
Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. Get it in, jump.
Mm.
Go ahead and jump.
Mm.
And then jump.
Crisscross will make you
Jump.
jump.
Crisscross will make
That's
you
a different
jump.
song.
Is because I actually don't know the name of the band. I'm gonna say Van Halen.
Yeah.
Jump.
I was like,
Jump.
At first I was like, it's Starship, and I was like, no, Starship did.
They did Coastal City. They
Coastal City, yeah.
I was thinking
sorry.
crisscross will make you
Yeah.
jump. Mac Daddy make you jump.
Oh, you actually didn't know it.
No, but I know that song, which also has jump.
Jump in it a lot.
Yeah, but go ahead and jump.
Another song that has that.
A lot of songs have the word jump in it. There you go. So for very good gameplay, NextFest special.
Go on.
No, don't do it.
Yeah, there we go. That's good.
A celebration of upcoming games is NextFest, and that is exactly why we're going to check some out. We were like, we're pretty tired after PAX, so let's just play some video games.
Exhausted Man.
Oh my god, look at the Exhausted Man.
Exhausted Man. Exhausted Man.
Oh, I didn't
Well,
know
that was
XQC was in
You
the
got wait,
building.
no, before you. Oh, what was that a reference
He's in the
to?
mood for sexy
You remember
times, but he's so
XQC was
tired.
in a debate the other day where he
That's the cow.
he was like, if I move like I'll get more
Well,
views if I
I'm
move like a
convinced.
worm or some shit. Oh shit, brother.
on the internet now.
brother.
All right. belly stuck out.
So
My belly's stuck
NextFest.
out.
You don't have a belly.
It's a really exciting time on Steam because there's a million demos for a bunch of games. A lot of the things that were on the PAX Rising floor have demos that are available on there. So games like Iluri, little Red Panda game, very cute.
Yeah.
You can go and check those games out. If you didn't get down to PAX, that's a great opportunity to play those games. We saw some games in here as well. There's a massive list, and we just picked some that we thought looked very cute and would be fun to play for 20 minutes on the show. We've each brought one to the table.
Yep.
Ruby, you're going to start us off with a game called Octopus City Blues.
That's
Which is
right.
that's a very Ruby title.
Now you've
for a
played
video
all
game.
of this as requested before this segment.
Shut up. If we were doing that, then I would have picked something else. No, I'm coming into the semi-blind. I remember seeing it. I think the devs actually. I don't know who followed who first.
Where's that fish going?
But I don't know where he's going. But I'm gonna find him.
Yeah, man.
Go get that fish.
But when I first saw this game, I saw it on Twitter, and it just looked so strange, like in the best way. Like the
Good name for a company.
pixel, yeah, right. The
Are you doing
pixel
this?
art is just fantastic. That's me. I'm the ghost.
Cute.
That is
Ghost
cute.
in the Bottle presents. While this loading screen is happening as well, or this intro sequence is happening, I'll read to you the description of the game on the Steam page. In a world of ice, the last human city is tearing itself apart. Explore the underbelly of a monstrous metropolis in a surreal adventure about everything and nothing.
So it's kind of like Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Sure.
The whole thing is
kinda
set
like
in a
if
car park and they can't find their car.
Yeah, if Seinfeld was like kind of goopy,
Yeah.
The whole city's ice, Jerry.
and I'm Jerry. No, but I saw this on Twitter, and I was like, this just looks incredible.
This looks wild. I was watching over your shoulder when you looked at the trailer. I would say, I might be incorrect, but first impressions, Undertale meets Eastwood. I'm going to go out there and put it that way. Probably quite Undertale-y by the looks of how surreal, but maybe a little darker.
Yeah, well, like what I quite like about Undertale is that it is very simple while also doing a lot.
You've also got to do something a little bit more with pixel art these days. Maybe it's just like a palette choice, or maybe it's some like really detailed characters, but like it's not just the I win art style that it used to be. Like this.
You have a hole in your head.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. And again, I'm
Can we
saying
get a little bit more in the room, please, Josh?
it always looks good regardless.
Yeah, that's true though. You can't just kind of play on nostalgia anymore. That it has to be kind of like a visual factor that catches the eye. And
and there's been some cool tech where people have like added some modern graphic elements into it, and you've been like some like ray tracing and stuff like that. But this is you in
I'm
therapy?
Kafkarian.
Cigar Boss.
Just in case you didn't get anything from Nightbot, then Kun Boy. This game is called Octopus City Blues. And it's out. This is the Steam NextFest demo, but it comes out Q2 2024. So it's still a little way away this one.
Okay.
6 months off at least.
So this is you being analyzed.
So why should we hire you, Kafkarian?
Tentacles, I cut
Tonight,
them.
we have a mutual friend, smile and adjust. What's something I would say?
You would adjust your tie, not wearing a tie.
Yeah, I think I would.
Very impressive.
Seems like we found ourselves a genuine imbecile.
Very good.
Moving on, what guides your moral compass?
This is a great way to play this character.
Yeah.
Force yourself
Just
to
mute.
But
Yeah.
What a smile. The color of your teeth goes well with your great bow tie. Awesome. Last question.
Cigar
How
Boss
far
is
will
a
you go?
dick.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like, I'm
For
being
curtain
super
crust.
cool.
Mum, she's all yours?
I'll commit crime for you. Or search pockets for an offering. I never keep stuff in my pockets.
I would say it's cool to be silent up until this point and then just say that you'll commit crime.
Or I'm offering you my mother.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
I'm gonna offer a mum. Truly fascinating response. Perhaps you are ready for the next stage of human evolution. Our rigorous hiring process will provide us with all the answers we need. I plan to personally oversee your evaluation. With proper care, this budding relationship will grow into a true bond. Let's shake on that.
Oh, is this gameplay?
Oh, it is. Hold on.
Are you both?
Come on, let's go.
Oh, you're gonna lure.
There we
good
go.
deal. Good
Good
deal.
deal.
That's like theme park where you used to have to make deals by like shaking hands.
They should have just done that thing where you put your fingers at the back of each other and then wiggle them.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of like cross art styles in
What a
this
sweaty
game.
lip handshake. You
still have a ways to go.
Amazing.
Thank you for applying at Curtain Cross Foods.
Oh,
You'll be
okay,
hearing
right.
from us when you least expect it.
I'm down with silly. I like silly at the start. You need to like win me over though, and not just be like everything's a joke, everything's wacky. Like, and again, not to like Undertale is kind of that thing that you go, what's going on here, and then it gets like
wacky with purpose.
Wacky with purpose.
Yeah, because Undertale still gets very serious.
That's my point. Yeah, and so
it all depends how you play it.
But also like and catches you off guard, which is cool.
Yeah. How did your interview go? I'm not even sure what position we're hiring for. The boss said he's seeking a spiritual warrior.
Yeah.
That's us.
That's me, baby. Take one good look at me.
I'm
You know
definitely-
I'm a spiritual warrior.
Getting a bit of Beetlejuice and stuff from
Yeah,
the
it
back
feels
of you.
very Beetlejuice. Fiery taste at the center
The
of
music's
the earth.
cool.
yeah, it's like that
Yes.
sliding MIDI.
Yeah.
What are on these tables? Oh, these are little work desks?
I think so, yeah.
Hulking Hot Mog proudly
CRT.
endorses Curtain Crust. If it's good enough for the undefeated wrestling champ, it's perfect for you.
So Hulking
Wrestling?
Hot Mog is a wrestler.
Wrestling, Ruby.
Wrestling mentioned.
9 out of 10.
If you end up getting hired, you should remember that I was here first. That makes me the senior intern and you're the new noob. Okay.
You've now spoken to more people than I would in the opening area of a game.
Tisk,
I'm like,
tisk, don't you wiggle waggles into the whole hurly-burly, going flip, flap. Order in the court, order. And I'm
Why
always
was
saying
why was that character's text wobbly? I like that. I love games that are text-based games, and Pentiment did it really well.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. They adjust it.
It was different based on the character you were talking to kind of capture a bit of their personality in the way that they would write.
Once again, that's what Undertale
I like
does.
to
It's a
imagine
different
that he
font
was
for every
talking
character.
like this.
Went to my floor outside the lobby, stay.
The Ruby.
Okay. I like that that's an option. Let's go outside. Okay, let's not go outside. It's my floor.
My floor.
Ooh. Hey, the 90s.
I love how this game looks. It looks so
What do you
fucking
call this?
cool.
Like, I was gonna say it's-
grunge. I think I think it's grunge, gunky pixel art.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's also, it was just like the fluoro kind of color palette as well.
That's all they had.
So,
Yeah.
like
At one
early
point, cyan,
90s,
magenta,
It's
It's like
feels-
acid grunge.
it feels like something that
Vomit.
had come out of Devolver Digital. Like they've got you know what it is? It's Sludge Life. If you've
That's a thing.
Sludge Life is another game that's real gunky, real sludgy. But it looks so cool. I love it. The first game was banned
Ruby.
in Australia. All right. Kafkarian, do you have any idea how long I've been waiting for you? You're up to something, aren't you? I won't tolerate any more of your shenanigans in my reputable building. Doesn't look like it. Make sure you get rid of all the nasty tentacles too. If it weren't... sorry, I need
For
a
your
voice
poor
for this one.
mother, yeah.
If it weren't for your poor mother, I'd throw you out the street in a heartbeat.
Peter.
I almost forgot why I came here in the first place. This package arrived for you. It's a Garden District Centipede Pass. Of course I opened it. Had to make sure it wasn't drugs or worse. I have a precious and impressionable child to think about.
Say Wales
Anyway.
again.
What?
Say worse again.
Wales.
Wales.
Anyway, use your apartment number the next time you order something. I'm not your personal courier.
Does she have rollers in her hair?
I'm getting,
Yeah.
remember Fran finds grandma? The one that
Yeah,
was the really old one?
Oh, yeah.
Love
Yeah,
it.
I remember once making.
She was great.
I think I did an edit of
Tentacles.
her being introduced into Smash Bros. Rock.
Wait,
So this is the mum we offered to the man downstairs.
Oh,
challenge the beast.
all right.
yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. I can't, no, I can't do it.
Her gaze is simply too powerful.
I'm deeply afraid of my mother. I think that's the vibe I'm getting. Oh, who's this fella?
Conman.
Good evening to you, dear mademoiselle. You grow more stunning every time I see
No,
you.
it's a con.
Ah, there you are, old pal. Please tell me you got the gig. I had to pull a lot of strings to make it happen.
Wait, we know this guy?
You're lucky to have a friend like me looking out for you. Getting you a job at Curtain Cross Foods will be our golden ticket.
Oh.
Speaking of which, what's that shiny card in your pocket? Can I take a look?
Don't do it.
Why not? You're hiding anything from your best buddy, are you? Come on.
No.
Oh no! It bounced!
Yes, I got it.
Ah, you've actually won a centipede train pass and a gold one to boot. Call me impressed.
Don't you keep it.
This baby will take you all the way up to the Fuelwood Garden District. Not really the place for a jobless spider farmer like you, though.
No.
Oh,
Anyways, I'm saying you need to take that curtain cross job seriously, and
Kill
I have a
him.
lot of depending on your career.
Kill
yeah.
him.
I
Kill
want to
him.
feed him to the.
Ask for it back.
Can I have it
Really?
back?
Now that you're sad, are you calling me a thief? Me, your best friend?
Oh,
Besides, you already have a
my
graveyard
best friend.
pass, so why do you need a garden one? Don't worry, I'll give it back. But first, you look quite tired. Are you hungry? Why, I have just the thing.
I think I need to get rid of this tentacle.
Here you go. I
Taco?
looked around your place earlier and there was nothing to eat. Can't have you starving to death just yet.
Oh, the thumb coming out of the darkness in the back of that
Awesome.
shot.
Is it?
Take my sandwich, Ruby.
I'll take the sandwich.
Is
Thank
it
you.
foul or is that just what we eat?
I was going to say everything's
Yeah,
kind of
everything-
gross.
everything's
looks kind of
foul.
foul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a standard.
Oh.
Oh no, it's bad.
Oh god.
Game over.
Oh boy.
Shouldn't have eaten the sandwich.
Thanks for playing our demo. About time. Sorry, pal. A man's got to do what a man's got to do. There we go. What did the manual say again? Gently peel off the skin.
What?
Huh? Everything should be in place now. Time to call your future boss.
What, they've installed something under our skin.
This isn't the time to sleep. Rise and shine. Kafkarian. Oh,
Everybody's here.
everything's chill. That's my boss.
Cigar boss.
Should I do another voice?
Peter, cigar voice.
You're-
I'm
yeah, you.
What just happened? Did they take our kidney or something?
going to find out.
You made it to the next stage of a rigorous hiring process. I'll be personally observing you over the next few days. Beneath ephemeral layers of skin, fat, and bone exists the soul of a potential employee. I want to tame this existence and shake its hand.
Am I going to shake his
I'm a
hand
little
again?
bit, I've gone a
You're-
little bit
you're-
out, what's not Albus Dumbledore, the other, Snape, Professor
Snape,
Severus
very
Snape.
Snape.
Literally.
Our mutual friend here helped to graft a digital assistant onto your body.
Okay.
Go ahead and turn it on.
Jesus, take a breath.
That's what it is.
I'll go red.
There we go.
Gross! Oh! This is so fucking ruby.
Yuck. That rocks. I feel
Ooh, you
feel
got a
like
punch.
I'm like a Teletubby.
Yeah. Conman?
Alan Rickman. You can't go wrong with the bunkers, Zerex. Use this bad boy to keep track of your belongings.
Peter, you're up.
I got to squeeze my throat for this, so give me a second.
Oh, God.
It's time to demonstrate your corporate allegiance, Kafkalia. You'll find a seed in your pocket planted near a heat source.
That was a mistake. I'm sorry.
All right, now I've got a clock, which is great.
Yeah, nice.
Patty's happy to see me.
Love a patty.
Patty's the octopus under our floor.
Alice and Bob looking lovely as usual.
You named them.
Who's this? This is Peggy. She doesn't like it when people call her fat, so don't do it.
Is that... What's poking through the floor there? Is that the head of the
That's
octopus?
just
and
the
then
all
arm?
tentacles.
That's Peggy.
That's
Yeah, okay.
Peggy.
I
Yeah,
think
cool.
we've named them all in some kind of like weird.
Peggy 18.
Peggy 18.
Who's this one? What's her name? That's little Bailey.
Lost
She
all her
lost
money.
all her memory in a pyramid screen.
That's sad.
These pipes connect to some mysterious machines in my room. What's in here? Bathroom door. It's locked from the other side. Okay. I'm not going to talk to anyone. I'm just going to...
Plant the seed in a warm place.
Who's that? This painting is eerily familiar. I think it's me.
That's your. I'm gonna say it's your dad.
It's me, dog.
Oh.
Who's this? Oh, Daisy's mum or dad. Hard to tell with tentacles. Who's this? Then the art of tentacle cutting.
So-
That's true.
I'm so confused.
Me
about
Again,
what's
this game
happening.
is called Octopus City Blues. In a world of ice, the last human city is tearing itself apart. Explore the underbelly of a monstrous metropolis in a surreal adventure.
The last human city.
I think we're on that.
But are we human?
I think we are.
Yeah.
and
We're like
we're in an apocalypse of like we're so feral and
I think everyone's kind of, like-
radioactively mutated. I'd say,
Mutated. Okay.
All right. So what have I?
I'm kind of lost
All
on
right.
the goal
Let's
here.
let's pocket the knife. Let's take the watering can and oh, everyone's mad because I took stuff.
Wait, what?
Bum. Oh really?
So
Cut them up.
you've got the knife.
Use
and
a
everything.
knife.
You took some stuff.
Because you got the.
Yes,
got,
you can
talk-
get now.
talk
You can get the card back from the con man because you got a knife now.
No, talk to Pete. Pete just said, "Talk
Dab
to me if you need to."
him.
Me.
Yeah, your character.
Oh right. I think, but you can because you just got given that device, right? You can
Well, he then says, "You just plant the seed in the warmest."
Okay.
simply find a good place and press X to press on your assistant to open the image.
Okay. So where's a warm place? I think probably in my
bed?
room, right? In my bed.
I'm thinking like a gross game developer.
Yeah. Let's go over here.
And then there's the dark seed.
Whoa, hang on. Yep.
Yeah.
A vile purple
Use
seed.
item.
Use.
Not here. Okay, hold on.
So what were those pipes that were steaming? Were they hot?
Ooh.
I didn't remember
there was
what that
steam
said
coming
when
off
you
them.
read it. Yeah.
That'd be a good point.
Oh, but you can interact with it.
Somewhere in this room, I think it might be.
The fan.
That thing
This
looks hot.
machine.
The pipe.
But it's hot to
It's
the
hot.
touch.
There it is.
There we go, baby. There it is.
Seed it.
the touch.
There we go.
Does that mean it's gonna like fan out the?
Well
Growth.
done, Kafkaran. What you've planted here is the seed of your future. A healthy career requires nourishment. Will you feed yours to the junk food of slacking off or the gourmet meal of taking initiative?
What was it
Yeah.
you said to me? Yippee-ki-yay.
Now, yippee-ki-yay, let's focus on this real assignment. Cut and crust is a very interesting... Cut and crust is... sorry, line?
Octoblood.
Octoblood. There's talk of a certain deal by
That's
utilizing
time,
rumors and gossip. I
everyone.
want to locate and obtain a sample.
All right. Oh shit.
Dialogue. I'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out. Yeah.
How do I use gossip?
I want to see this thing
Sick.
explode with darkness.
All right.
There you go.
Add to wish list. Cool.
Octopus City Blues, right there.
Cool, unique world.
It is a cool.
That
way to
style
save.
is going off. That sludge style. What was it? Pizza Tower. There's those games that maybe not as messy, but just like kind of in art style are kind of all over the shop.
I just love a good a good pixel art game that really takes the art, that extra mile.
But also, it starts that weird. I wonder how weird it's gonna get.
Yeah.
It got weird.
Yeah, I just find it comforting that there's like LucasArtsy
Yeah.
point and click.
I mean, I was gonna say Day of the Tentacle. I'm like-
exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's I mean, there's a bit of LucasArts in there. There's almost like a SNES look to everything as well. All those things are from our childhood, but they're making modern games feel like modern games in those kind of designs now, which is cool for younger
It also
people
reminds me a lot of Dropsy, which was
yeah.
Have you played Dropsy? Yeah, it rocks. It's a point and click adventure.
The game makes me supremely uncomfortable.
Yeah, but it's also like not because he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's a nice boy, but boy does he look strange.
He does.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump into the game that I've picked out of the Steam Next
This is
Fest.
so aesthetic.
Yeah, and hopefully it's a little softer on the eyes. This is called Jusant.
Yeah.
Yacent.
Jusant.
Jusant is a French word for receding tide. And this game, from what I can tell, in its very minimal opening, you play as this wanderer who's come across the desert and found this like really, really uninverted controller. This really, really large, natural-looking
Probably
controls.
controls.
Sorry. This is invert. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. Yes,
Save?
of course I wanted to.
Did you? Yep. Did you save?
You safe?
You didn't save, did you?
No.
Oh my god.
It was like, are you sure you want to leave? And you hit yes, but you thought you were saying yes to yes. I want to change the settings.
I hate that so
I
much.
do that all the time.
Good job.
You see this giant structure, and it's up into the clouds. And
Are you a climber?
Yeah, that is the game. It is climbing.
No, so you're stuck here.
You head down. This looked beautiful from the trailer I looked at, and it kind of gave me vibes of if The Last Guardian and Death Stranding had a baby. But you didn't carry that baby anyway.
Yep. Okay.
So, hang on. Left or right to hold grip?
This is a climbing mechanic, manual climbing mechanic.
Oh, right. Let go and then grab. Let go, grab. Oh, Jesus. Right. I'm literally taking, like...
That's almost... the VR does that with climbing
It does, but
as well.
obviously
like
I'm
with,
controlling my
Horizon Call of the
hand
Mountains.
Yeah.
and then gripping and then... Right, this is literally a rock climbing simulator. Wild. What I want to...
As a rock climber yourself?
As a climber myself.
Yeah.
It looks like the carabiner connects to... Oh, hang on.
Carabiner. All right. Fancy.
Oh, fuck off. I'm wondering if that automatically connects to this next thing. Because isn't that one down there?
Oh, right. Yes, because you're kind of
Tethered
all the way.
Yeah.
And I thought it might not be this, but I thought it really interesting. Oh, I have to wind my rope back up. Ah.
Only got so much rope.
I thought cool mechanic that if like checkpointing yourself is by fall, swing and then keep going back up.
That is nice, isn't it?
I don't know if that's the case, but that's
So
what
if you don't remember to wind your rope back up and you run out of rope, then you got to go back down, presumably.
I don't know. I assume it's got that kind of these automatically secure as you climb. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
so that
gotcha.
Automatically does it.
Okay.
This feels like or looks at least like a very polished version of what was that? Go up or
can
going
you,
up?
as an experiment,
Going
can
up,
you
yeah.
fall?
Yes.
It's very,
So
very
what's
soft
the
and
point
floaty.
of connecting yourself then to that?
Because you would fall down past that as long as your rope.
Potentially, I'm assuming as the game gets
But there's
trickier,
ground
you
right
might
there.
need to connect to these as you go up.
That's yeah.
But
okay.
Hugaholics
I wanna
said
see that. I
it's
wanna see that
never-ending
happen.
rope.
Oh, look, I didn't disconnect.
really?
So you just get as
But
much rope as you want.
Oh, interesting. Why do you have to
I
pull it
didn't
back
disconnect,
up
but there's another one there.
Probably to connect to these new things.
Yeah, right.
How
so
high can you go?
So I think you
Yeah,
need.
so-
I think it just keeps going, but if I
Yeah.
now I bring it back and start
then-
climbing, it
Okay,
connects
yeah,
to
cool.
that.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
So Jusant is coming out actually on October 31st. It's coming out very soon. So this demo is going to be pretty good to jump into and see if you're interested. But I believe it's also coming to Game Pass and is going to be quote unquote free on Game Pass. So
feels great.
It's part of a subscription service, so you will get to play it if you're on that. Enjoy meditative vibes in Jusant. Do you think finding it meditative so far?
I am.
Yeah.
But I want to see what happens. Don't do that.
So
I want
it's
to see what happens if you don't connect it to the thing and then
And
you
just fall.
and you just
I can't. So when I start climbing,
It automatically connects it when you're on the wall.
okay.
that
hang on,
you-
here we go. So we have 3 pitons, or just pittons.
Ooh.
If they're full, you can use them. Wait, what? I needed to read more.
But what if they're empty?
Hang on. So can I? Right.
climbing hooks.
And now if I fall,
Hey, that's what I want
nice.
to see.
that's cool. Oh,
yeah,
and then
sick. And then you can swing yourself.
Have you guys watched the film Vertical Limit?
Yeah.
This
is great.
Oh, that's sick. The opening
Have you seen
scene
Mission
of that.
Impossible?
If you haven't seen the opening scene of Vertical Limit, go and watch it right
Done
now.
this in a game
Stop watching the show. Go and watch it.
a Tomb Raider, maybe?
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
Tomb Raider, obviously, Uncharted lets you swing around on ropes a fair bit, particularly in 4 and
Can I
stuff.
just say, as someone who's automatically climbed around a lot of video games a la Uncharted, this feels really intuitive and really... Oh, wait, do I have to get over there?
How's that for intuition?
Whoa.
You got to
You gotta
it,
swing.
mate.
You gotta swing.
I don't know.
Oh,
dude.
that's so cool.
Oh, but there's a lip.
Yeah.
I thought you just said...
Huh.
Oh.
Only up. Anybody?
Wait, what? So I'm at full...
Have you tried like shooting a web?
What is that?
I think,
there.
like, yeah, that little red thing.
That's
I think you've got to connect
hang on.
something
Yeah.
to it, right?
Hold 8... Oh, right.
Hold.
There we
Oh,
go.
you must have very strong
Dun,
quads.
dun, dun. Why suddenly I've...
Well, it's introducing new mechanics
Stop
as
being
you go.
meditative.
It's
Yeah,
gotta be
yeah.
stamina,
Starting
right?
Well, it does
Now-
describe itself. I'll finish the little blurb that's on the Steam page. Enjoy meditative vibes in Jusant, an action puzzle climbing game. So there's going to be some action. Scale an immeasurably tall tower and ascend to new heights alongside your watery companion, which we met the watery companion in the cutscene just before
It's a
this.
brief little thing, yeah.
And then master your climbing tools, find your way up through diverse biomes, and piece together the tower's past. I'm not so interested in the tower's past, but diverse biomes is cool because at least it means like as you're ascending, you're gonna find different things to climb. I'm sure they're gonna dress
I love
the
how it's
climbing in
this
different
like,
ways. That's cool.
Well, I think the point that it's named after a what do I call it? Like a tide's gone out. Placing where do I put this? Shit.
Oh, is a tidal wave coming back in? Are you gonna
Well,
get hit by a massive
Well,
tsunami?
there's like anchors
Well,
and
I think
netting,
you
so I
went-
think obviously the tide has gone all the way down, and the civilization, that's why they're up the top. That's
So
what I
maybe the
guess.
water will rise again.
Maybe there we go. Hold X.
And it
Maybe
will
that's how
rise
you
then-
proceed to the next area.
Ooh, you got yellow rope now.
Am I resting now? As a way to regain whatever that is?
Are you meditative?
Am I meditative? Potentially? All right, hold A to jump.
This reminds me also of in Immortal Phoenix Rising when you had that stamina mechanic when you were climbing.
Oh, left.
I never climbed to the top of anything. I always mismanaged.
This is so fucking rock climbery. The way they're like drop. I'm holding left thumb.
Yeah, this is
stick
made
to
by
do
climbing nerds for
to do the little like shake it out,
Yeah.
shake it
Get
out.
the chalk out.
Like-
Unmarked Serrals, off I go.
Yeah.
It's
Upside
so
down
it's
barrels.
so exact where you're grabbing on those ropes, for example. Like it's not just like, oh, this is a grabbing area. You can like grab onto the ropes. Like it's very precise. It rocks. This is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do it! Don't, oh! That's how Gwen Stacy went out, you idiot.
I just had to see what would happen. That's great.
Awesome. Look at those little leg kicks.
And then like I've kind of worked out like if you if you kind of speed back and forth like that, it's pretty forgiving at like speed climbing.
Oh yeah, you look like you're
Latching yourself onto
you're
stuff,
crabbing
yeah.
your way up
Well,
quickly.
it's just
yeah.
forgiving it,
That's
not
cool.
going like, oh, you're not pulling the right thumbstick. And then what?
Recover rope.
Recover rope.
I
And
wish.
on my pitons
Oh,
are there.
nice.
Oh, and they're hanging off the
This
back.
fit is outrageous.
I wish
This
all that
is-
SDI cable was that easy to tidy up.
Do you know what's great? Like maybe it's the
Brunken.
French title. Oh yeah, they're
The French title?
The French title. The rock climbing is big in France, isn't it? It's kind of in Europe, but I know there's a big.
Isn't France flat?
No, they got that big tower.
Oh yeah.
What's it
they got
called?
the tower,
The
yeah, yeah.
Eiffel Tower?
Yeah.
Eiffel Tower.
Uh-oh,
that's-
Eiffel.
Yeah.
France is has Alps.
Look how much fishing gear.
Yeah, but they're
there is.
way away.
Look at all the fishing gear.
Yeah.
My point
yeah,
being,
okay, yeah,
between
okay,
the
I
French
see.
name, the rock climbing, and the fact that like this could be a rock climbing simulator that's like realistic. That's like
France is notorious enough flat.
got an idea?
Creature.
I don't know about any mountains in France.
I love that they've gone with a fantasy setting for this, like a surreal. Huh?
That's a little crab.
Where's the crab? Oh,
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Aw. Kill it.
Why am I struggling with this? This is.
Well, you can't.
You just got to do something else.
That was a metal ladder that's been broken.
Okay.
That's broken.
And that was 15 minutes.
What do we? Oh,
Go down. Nah,
Can
you
we-
can't.
Oh.
Interesting. Go inside. Yeah. What? Why would it have an inside? There's got to be something in there.
true, but it was just too dark.
Maybe just keep going.
Oh, there's a crab.
Little more.
Can't see. Too
No.
dark.
Is there anything here that you pick up?
Did it just rumble?
I don't know.
Is there a volcano?
Oh yeah, right there.
Oh.
Yeah, they're right there.
Ooh,
Right there.
cool.
There we
Nice.
go.
Thank
Classic.
you, Josh. Then we connect. Off we go. Climbing. This is great.
Nice.
I like the lighting.
Yeah, soft. Josh is angry. He's got no audio to play with.
Well, maybe it's to enjoy the love of climbing.
No, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's
Josh, sing a little for us, will you?
I'll pass.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Nice. Good choice.
It reminds me of the
Mars
game. Mars Rover game.
Yeah, First Logistics.
Logistics.
The climbing songs are there.
When the music hits, it's really fucking good.
Yeah,
Oh
nice.
shit. I know the climb.
This is cool.
I know.
Climb ain't no mountain high enough.
Oh, that's sick.
Where we go? Oh,
Look at that.
that's
I mean, there's that one song.
Oh, that's so French.
And I would walk
that's so French.
500. But that's
Ready and
walking.
run.
Yeah. God is on a mountain top.
And can I disconnect my rope now?
Climb every mountain.
True.
I wouldn't.
Fantastic.
I used to watch The Sound of Music all the
Fantastic.
time as a kid.
So long.
And I was like,
Whose side were you on?
Oh my god.
what was that on the left?
I think the nuns
yeah, it's a big-
kind of were making some good points. That Don Maria was
Yeah,
crazy.
she was nuts.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
Seth. Well
and
spotted.
also the
Nice.
not Nazis.
A shell.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm getting serious Last Guardian vibes. Hang on, listening to a shell. You guys right over there? I'm having a very Jasont meditative moment over here.
Sorry,
I'm laughing at
apologies.
it.
Meditative is
I
happening.
think this is so beautiful, and I think
Look at all
it's
the
so,
dildos,
I'm really glad you're
mate.
having such a good time.
The more we see, the more interested I am in the. What's it say here?
It's a bit like Journey,
the-
where it's like
The
what
towers
Yeah.
past.
What happened here?
The thing you weren't
exactly.
interested in
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
start.
That,
The towers past.
All right,
No,
Tower,
no,
you had my
interested
interest.
in those.
Yeah.
there's that game Sky Children of the Light that was also available as a
Yeah,
Steam demo
yeah,
because
yeah.
it used to be just on mobile and now it's coming out on PC and that's
What
made
is
by
the game
people
trying
that
to tell
made
me here?
Journey.
I don't know if this. It's just. I think it just loops this until. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a little
It's
vignette.
it's
To
yeah,
use it-
it's
to
a
use it-
mood board.
Pronounced Villon?
To use the French
Yeah.
word.
Yeah, it's an amuse.
It's a vibe machine.
And then ready?
Don't.
Stop breaking
I don't
that
like
little
how
boy.
it's
Oh.
making that
I
noise.
want to see how far you can like explore. Can I put a pigeon over here? I can. Ah, quite
Surely
freeformy.
you'll get an achievement for going so far in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Surely. Like supreme,
Congratulations.
supreme idiot.
So
you
you're an
release?
imbecile as well.
I love those little leg kicks.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Doing
And I need that
like a mountain goat.
back.
You gotta have crazy upper body strength, right?
Well, I've got a I think that thing that recalled the
Also,
rope.
the
had
rope
a-
changes color as it. I see.
Oh, as it runs out.
Yeah. So
cool.
it gets,
see
when
what
it gets
the
yellow,
tension
that's when
is.
you know that you're
And you
sort
pull
of
the lever
reaching the end of your rope.
And recalled the rope. So I think it's not your body strength. I think it's you using. What?
I think a vibe machine is something else.
Yeah. That's what that guy. That's what
right.
the guy was making back there.
Yeah.
All right, ready and wait. Just
Very good.
Is that more rope?
The rope can be attached to most surfaces by holding on X, so you don't even need it to be.
I hate it when you see assets in games that look like.
And that's
things
baton.
ah.
like in a logical way, you should be able to
Baton
pick them
it.
up, but you can't.
It's on.
Yeah, you
Hang
got to
on,
go
I'll
up.
do this. Ready? Go over here. Oh god, that was terrible. And
I mean, it's
baton.
got the,
What's that thing down there?
yeah. What are those
baton?
things on there?
There we
I
go.
think it's a signal of someone who was here before.
Yeah.
It's
This is where.
it's a guidance system.
Hey, you might find that you're not the only one who's
it's
climbing
the
this
yellow
mountain.
stripe on the ledge.
Yeah.
So we can run out of. Oh, there's another.
Or
one.
like
Wait, can I not connect to
a
those?
diary on your journey that you find and
I
you
thought-
read it and it's like, it's been days since I've seen somebody else.
Surely you can
And
make
it's
a
my
rope
wife.
through that.
Or a little
Jane.
glint of light, or a rat running under a door, pulling
yeah.
you in a certain
I
direction.
think everyone's gone a bit overly meditative at the moment.
Well, it's a very meditative game.
It's just,
Yeah,
we're
it
just
is, isn't
reflecting on game design.
It's
Gus.
giving chill vibes and lo-fi hip-hop beats.
Disconnect a rope.
but French hip hop.
Yeah.
Oh,
French
the
hip-hop
chillest
beats.
of them all.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, squelch.
Little
Squelch.
squelchy farties.
They did that for me.
They.
It also reminds me of some of the Sea of Thieves areas, and the islands that you go into.
It's got that same kind of
Little
like
kind of wooden fortresses
Tom?
inside caverns.
loaded.
Oh, can you only jump from a piton? Or I
No,
guess
you
from
can
a
jump from
from
anywhere.
any
Like I'm jumping.
handhold.
No, you can jump from anything.
Yeah, any
Hell
handhold.
And that, I think it just starts your exhaustion though. Weirdly enough, so I'm not quite sure what that's about. There we go. Done.
Oh, of course.
Whoa. That's so stressful.
When's this out again? Sorry, Pete.
October 31st.
It feels.
I forgot to say
is.
this is by Don't Nod, which
Life is Strange.
Life is Strange.
Jesus, look at that!
Whoa.
That's how
of
much
games.
there is to
That
climb.
draw distance is insane.
That's time.
That's your time. That's your
Wait, how
time.
come you got a cool song?
Because I
Oh,
triggered
yeah.
some people with that alarm.
They're
Yeah.
called weenies?
What are called weenies?
The little
Things
thingies
that guide
put
you in a
the-
direction in a game.
That can't be right.
Or is that exact thing called a weenie?
That's
like
called-
the thing that
In
you put
this-
in the.
No, I think it's called a...
Or they're
Ready,
just all
and
called
disconnect.
weenies.
Wait, we have to do one thing. We have to see how can we kill him?
No.
Well, if I don't connect a piton. Wait, what am I doing? Climb. This is how we're gonna go to an ad break. We're gonna see if boy can die.
We'll see
and
if
disconnect.
Can boy die?
And we'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
What? What?
It's not that kind of game. This is lo-fi chill.
Yeah,
Stop
this
being meditative and let
This has
me.
got meditative vibes.
There's so much to climb. I just want to end it all.
We'll just
Oh, no, you can't kill the boy.
You need a hardcore
bad.
Tomb Raider death at this point to
That's
just snap
true.
you back out of the vibe.
7 out of 10.
Isn't poutine chips with
Poutine?
Yeah, chips with
Poutine.
Yeah.
Poutine.
That's
And then
not-
what you were saying before, petanque is the game that you throw with
my
the
God.
silver balls. Is it piton?
So what's a vagina?
Ad break. What? Peter, you broke it. Ahem. Dear Internet, I'm writing you this in September of 2023, hoping that all the games I talk about actually come out this week. Let's do it. First up, Forza Motorsport blasts onto PC and Xbox, dropping the number in an attempt to make this game your prime motorsport destination. Live your longest and prosperous in Star Trek Infinite, a grand strategy experience that allows you to take lead of 4 factions. There's the humans, the Romulans, the Spocky ones, and of course, who could forget the 4th ones. Then later in the week, the Batman Arkham trilogy swoops down from the rafters onto your Switch before quickly rappelling back into the dark, as all the other Switches are left going, whoa, it's the Bat! There's still a couple of months before Christmas, but that's not going to stop the Grinch on his Christmas adventure. Now, I don't want to rag on this game, that'd be mean, but this game, it looks as bad as the old Grinch looks green. And finally, join everyone's favorite Transformer, Bumblebee, in Transformers Earthspeak Expedition, and help defeat the Mandroid. All right, you guys let me know what you're playing in the comments, and I'll make sure to send this to myself. Ooh. Someone rewrote my Grinch poem.
I feel like the guys I was getting matched with on most dating apps were just not right. Like, these were bad men. So now, after every awful date I have, I just tell them to join Allwood.
From parent IT company Isaac, Allwood is the dating app for the modern woman who's sick of being matched with assholes.
Here's how it works.
Men join thinking it'll be an easy way to hook up. But what they don't realise is there are no women here. Allwood is just dicks. Now these guys will only get matched with people who share their interests. Interests like lying in their profile bios, not calling you back after the first date, and actually being married with kids. Let's hear from some of our unsatisfied customers. Don Juan DeFucco asks,
"Where the ladies at?"
Biker Balls wants to know,
"Why do I keep getting matched with jack dudes who send me pictures of their dicks?"
and Sisyphean Penis has the self-awareness to ask,
Is this some sort of ironic Grecian myth punishment?
All wood. There are no women for you to harass here. It's just all wood.
Yet another Peter soundbite.
You got a lot of those classic old soundboard Peter noises.
Yeah, you're just good at making sounds.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. Not a bad banjo sound.
Very good. Welcome back to the show. Big thank you to Sir Bobo Gargle and Dion for giving us words, or maybe just pictures with our eyes and sounds so we can hear. Makes you think.
Yeah, pictures.
Oh, pictures.
Yeah.
Moving pictures. You heard about them? and then we got to see the game plan where we saw what games are coming out.
We did.
And
One of
Gus-
them was delayed. Batman Arkham Trilogy on
sad.
Switch delayed, but still fun to watch.
Your future self let you down.
Yeah.
You know what, Gus? You did a really good job at that.
Thank you, Ruby.
You're
It means
welcome.
a lot to hear that from my bestie.
Can we do... He said it! He admitted.
Did we do a Pocket League this year?
Yeah. We haven't revisited it in a while, but there's a bunch of games.
Yeah.
We haven't revisited it in a while.
We gotta bring Will in.
Did you do it?
No,
And you
I
were
didn't
there?
do it.
No, Ruby wasn't
this the
working
one
for us
where
at
you
the start
guys
of the year.
Yeah.
This is the point
Yeah.
where we start to lose Steph, guys.
Yeah.
When Will's on, we're going to do an app with Will and we'll go through the Pocket League because it's heaps to play catch up on.
Yeah, but you know
Ruby
what I'm
only
going to
just got
do?
here.
By the time we get to the end of it, I'm just going to make my own list where it's like all the games that were
hundos.
actually really,
Yeah.
really successful and good, and then I'm going to win. And I'm going to be allowed to do it because...
I'm not
why
going to stop
not?
her.
Yeah, who's gonna stop me?
Steph, it's only October.
We also got the ad from Allwood, very funny,
Lovely.
very silly, very goofy, very funny. We also got to see the cool freaking graphic that comes off of the podcast.
It sure does.
And the podcast is coming out tomorrow, and it's gonna be huge.
It's a really, really dense one.
Because when I was in Melbourne, I went early and I did a total of 6 interviews, 6 short form interviews with different developers, and then 2 long ones. And so the short ones are all getting put into one super chunky GCAP special with me and my 1 episode co-host, Chloe Appleby, games curator for the Powerhouse Museum. She's very funny, very
Nice.
awesome. Love her. It's going to be a really, really good episode. It's going to be a real GCAP recap. Why didn't I call it that?
That's
my
such a
God.
sick. Oh my
I
god.
can call
There's
it that.
still
I can
time.
call it that.
There's
You
still
still
time.
can.
There's still
You still
time. There's
can.
still time.
Still time.
There's
I
still
can
time.
call it that. And then we'll also have a really good bonus episode where it's just us talking about how much we love PAX. So join the Patreon.
Join the
how you get
Patreon.
access
You can hear that on Tuesday next week, Monday next week.
No, Friday. It comes out at the same time.
Oh, same
doesn't
day.
it?
Yeah.
We still drop at the same time. Podcast's fantastic, and they have been
Thanks.
getting better and better with each pod. But this one,
Thank you.
particularly profesh. Like multiple different voices we're hearing from, little sound bites here and there, retrospective
Nice
chats
little
in between.
connective tissue, yeah.
Yeah, that little sound, that little sting in between. It's like this.
I put
fucking
a little
profesh.
sting in between each
Yeah,
one because I thought
bloody
it'd sound
good.
really
Nice.
good.
If you
listened
need
to-
any banjo, like bed
idea
at
needs
all, I can throw
Yeah,
some in.
and we'll do a little banjo.
I listened
Very
to a
good.
lot of podcasts far less professional than that episode was.
Oh,
so
well,
well done.
Douche is in the chat. Shouts out, one of my boys.
Love Douche.
And he made a really good point of, I didn't ask Chloe to do it initially. I was staying with her at the start of PAX, and I just went, hey, so can you test the mics with me real quick? And so we started testing the mics. And
you trapped her.
I did. I tricked her. And then I was
It's
like,
a really cute intro.
you're listening to fucking blah, blah, blah. And I did this intro and she's like, I was in the middle of eating my sandwich.
She flows beautifully
She
into the
flows.
back and forth,
It's
mainly because
incredible.
you guys are facsimiles of each other that
Yeah.
can finish each other's sandwiches.
Exactly. And we did, because the second we stopped recording, I went, "Ow,"
And ate the whole
and I ate
sandwich.
the rest of it.
Nice.
But really good episode. So tune in tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it's time to get to part dos of our NextFest Hullabalooza. I think you can play the graphic again.
This is not what
Josh.
it's called.
Do you
Why
want
not?
it? There we go.
Should be. Hullabalooza makes it sound like a super rad festival of
Sued.
coolness.
It kind of is. A Next Festival, even.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
Next.
next. I think we're going with Steph's game.
Yeah.
This next one is called
While we wait here. So this is a narrative game / restaurant simulator. So I was kind of intrigued by it because the premise of it is that you kind of run a diner and you're just kind of serving people and just sort of going through restaurant sim stuff, and then the end of the world happens.
Oh
And
shit!
So
Where did that come from?
well, it's I guess the end of the world is imminent. And so the game is actually about the conversations that you have with people as we kind of realize the world is ending. And I just love that deep.
Much like the film
Nice.
Legion.
or a Coffee Talk.
Sure.
Reminds me a lot of that.
Or Deep Impact.
a huge
Or
part
that
of Coffee
episode
Talk.
of The Sleepy Man by Neil Gaiman.
Yes.
Sandpiper.
Sandman.
Yep. Sandman.
I think what I've always liked about Coffee Talk is that a huge part of it is conversations, and that game is
And Magleed is right. There's also a restaurant at the end of the
rocks.
universe in.
Looking for a friend at the end of the world. Yeah.
Douglas Adams.
Yeah.
It's a-
Hitchhiker.
it's a-
Oh, God.
Okay, so people are dying from
Climate change.
bird. I thought it was birds dropping out of the sky.
Oh, birdemic.
Yeah.
Oh,
I actually don't know what is causing the end of the world.
and this segment is sponsored by Dog Days.
Oh
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a
Between-
playthrough of this.
Yeah.
And then between the two games, we're gonna have a look at one of Dump Days.
We got
Iconics.
confused because it's a segment we've done
Ooh,
before.
Yes,
It's a repeat
yes,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're continuing a
There's a
previous
part
segment.
two.
Yeah. Okay.
Dumb Days is in there going, hey, isn't this my segment?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. It'll come nicely after this. That's what
I'll
we
be
were
the first
thinking.
to say we
Sometimes.
fucked up. But we're gonna fix
No,
it
this is all
very
planned.
shortly.
This is all planned.
I was all planned. We didn't fuck up.
We didn't. Yep. This the Steam description. There's a conversation happening. Maybe I'll let that happen.
So there's a radio and an old man babbling on behind
It's a
the
bit
counter.
spammy. Run a small diner located near a mountain range. Take orders from your customers. Cook them good food and serve them refreshments. The equilibrium of an ordinary working day is shattered when news of an impending catastrophe is broadcast. So I assume that's what's about to happen on the radio. And this game is out sometime next year, 2024.
2024. Yeah.
Yep.
I just I like the context of and I have no idea how this game is in terms of its writing and story and stuff like that, but I like the premise of people kind of revealing things to each other and stories being revealed when people think that they have nothing else to lose because the world is ending and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This just
So did
looks
anyone
wonderful.
see the very average film Legion starring who's
It's not Bruce Willis, is it?
no, maybe it's not called Legion, but he's an angel and he fights all the demons while they're all kept up in
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
Paul
I know
Bettany.
I know what you're talking
He's
about.
a giant
Oh.
angel man.
No, I didn't watch
and
it.
they all are stuck in a diner. and they're
Giant
like,
angel man.
yeah, and they're like, we gotta hide here while the world ends.
Okay, so this is called the Lone Glass Diner.
All right.
And,
I like the
looks
visual
Ooh, that
style.
walking animation.
I can't
is
tell
interesting.
if I like it or hate it, which is a wonderful kind
Yeah,
of...
it's interesting, which is more than you can say for a lot of video games. It's quite distinct.
I like the detail. It's got that thing of it looks kind of like when you got close to it, it's pixel arty kind of looking.
like the System Shock remake.
Yeah.
There's also like what appears to be every time you move quickly, there's like a slight reset. Am I right? Like there's a bit of
Yeah, there's a head wobble.
All right, chat to someone. Let's get talking.
Yeah.
I think you have to take that guy's order.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Oh.
I like to look around. Well, I mean,
What can I get you,
I
glowing
might turn
man?
the sensitivity down a little bit.
Yeah,
Otherwise
that did
this
seem
might
kind
be
of...
a bit
You're a
crazy.
waiter who's like
One of them.
sporadically kind of like...
And then you want to hit Y.
Save
Why?
camera
Just-
settings.
If I change it,
just go back, save.
just go back. That should be it. I don't know why it ever becomes a thing.
But what if you make a mistake?
You okay?
I think it says voice.
I'm ruined.
We'll get a little more volume if we can in the room, please.
Josh just went to the bathroom.
Do your job and get me a drink. Okay. That looks like I wrote him a little love note being like, would you like a beer, yes or no? And then he gets to tick a box.
Some left. You can take it.
All right, let's get the man a
We're
whiskey.
just going to give this person the rest of the whiskey?
I guess.
Whiskey
Well,
is
he's
going to
gonna
be...
pay for it.
Yeah, but there's a catastrophe. The world's about to end. You're just going to give away the whiskey? You got to keep that as medicinal
does
whiskey.
It matter?
It's medicinal whiskey.
Nothing matters at the end of the world.
Turn it
right?
all the way down.
I guess it's how apocalyptic we're getting. Is this like the world is dying a slow death and you want to live as long as possible, or is it like, or is this Armageddon? Bruce Willis is riding a comet straight into us.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, I think so. I think it's oh, that was a satisfying sound.
All of the animations are really cool.
It's weird
like
for
the
like a
turnaround
kind of
point of the
grungy
whiskey
look and a
and-
grungy
I
graphic
honestly
style.
think
It's
this is
well
such a
designed.
cool looking game. Like really top head to toe. I think it looks awesome. I think it's such a different way of doing it. Yeah, it's still very refined.
Have some of this thick molasses.
Yeah.
16-year-old Lagavulin
That's a
stuff.
thick lick.
That's a latte you just poured out of that.
Or maybe it's a bourbon because this is America.
Yeah, it's a bourbon whiskey.
They
It had an
call it
E in it. It had an E in it. It's not real whiskey.
Go in there. Go in there.
Should
Your
I?
stuff. Your stuff. You can go in.
You can go in. Locked.
Damn it.
It's a really interesting camera movement style. It's quite...
You never like anyone. I thought you were used to our kind of clientele by now. Come on.
This doesn't mean people have to be rude.
Instead, look at what I found.
Oh, that magazine again.
Are we a couple?
Which villa?
No, I think we just work together.
Oh, I thought she was just showing her house. Like,
No villas. You'll love these two. Trust me. The first one is very secluded.
Okay,
Nora-
maybe we are together.
A bit out of town, but it has a big garden.
I can always
I
tell
think
by
that's your
staring
wife.
into the eyes of a lifeless NPC.
It
Hey,
probably just needs
that's
a
your
little
wife.
Oh yeah, I can remodel.
Well,
We've got all the time in the world.
The other one, on the other hand, is definitely an apartment. It looks quite nice.
This
and
is
it's
more polished
rather
than I
close to
thought.
the center. It's
Is
even
Nora
cheaper.
deluded with
I think,
fear?
don't know
I think
the
maybe
world's-
we don't know the world is ending.
Oh, we haven't heard the radio
I,
report
I
yet.
think
think
so
it's
far
happened yet.
we saw a bird drop, but we as the audience saw that, and these
Sure.
people are
It's-
still
it's a
living
classic-
life like oblivious.
But
It's
it's,
a classic
95
trope.
degrees outside. That's Nevada for
Yeah,
you.
but it's
Okay,
also a
d-
classic trope of like the main characters making big plans before.
Yeah.
the end
It's
of
like
the
when,
world
it's like when two
happens.
characters who have been in conflict decide to make amends. You're like, oh, that
them
that,
goes-
that
One of them
guy's
One
gonna
of them,
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
One of
Yeah,
them
yeah,
or
yeah.
both
the
of
country.
them are dying.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Oh,
That was a big decision.
that was a big decision.
Will that come back to haunt us?
In the country.
Are we going to die in the country?
we're gonna plant vegetables, we'll be fine.
In the country.
I think the city's gonna burn before a house in the country does.
Blur.
Blur.
Yeah.
Middle C.
Sorry.
built here. But Hank, you know,
We've been dreaming about this for a long time now.
Take your hat off inside, Hank.
long time now.
I like it. I like the hat.
Oh,
Oh, I think
I need more thick whiskey.
Well, he's ruined apparently.
Come on, Hank. You know me all too well. We need a change of scenery.
This is
Anyway.
solid voice acting.
Yeah, the woman was a bit rusty, but I think this guy's good.
Yeah, I'm just saying, there's done the voice you need to do. I'm a classic old man voice.
There I'm gold in them hills.
Just go back down to gold mine.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa.
Canary.
Whoa, that
Oi.
guy is like heaps toxic.
Oh, we got to kill him.
Family reunion.
Oh my god.
Road is dry.
Ease up, Turbo.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and assume he's just under pressure because his business is folded or something.
Maybe his business is in birds and they're all dying.
Sure.
Came out here to stop my raven farm. Or whoever this guy.
Doesn't seem like I can skip through
Oh.
the dialogue. Oh shit. Oh well, that's what I would.
Well, I
done
think
anyway.
this game is about the interactions of
narrative.
the
No,
people
I know, but
in
like
this
you know how
tiny
like
diner.
I've read it,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like I want.
Yeah, we've read it.
Do you know what I mean? Like I don't need to hear the whole.
Yeah, no.
Shut
yeah,
up with your damn talking. I'm playing the character.
Nice.
Now, are we gonna give him another drink after that? Surely not.
Yeah, he's a paying customer.
I don't know that
The
I
customer's
have
always right.
I think
Angus.
you should
another
kill him.
option.
Let's find out.
Another glass.
Are you sure you
He's
haven't had
wasted.
enough to drink?
Another.
According to my RSA, then he should not be. He should be refused service.
Same glass, another drink.
I think it's different in America.
Compromise.
Is that what he said?
Freedom of drink
Shall I leave you the bottle?
and speech.
Is your ass
Should I leave the bottle? No.
Of course I don't want you to leave me the bottle. No. I'll call you back if I want.
Oh, he likes making us
real
work
piece
for
of
him.
shit.
Well, watch him drink. Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I'd kill him.
Yeah.
That's not an option, guys.
No, but I mean in real life.
Yeah.
Is he gonna
He looks sad.
glug glug glug? I'm thirsty again. No? Oh,
All right.
it's going back for more. Put it back on the shelf.
No?
Take drop.
Nice. Well dropped.
Oh.
Oh.
Just passing through.
Hi.
I didn't know you were back in town.
Oh,
That looks like old
Mandy.
Look at Mandy's badongadong.
Mandy knows how to slide across the floor as she walks.
she's girly pop.
Mandy
Snatched
would be
waist.
sweating in that puffy jacket.
She's had a month of filming, so she's a movie star.
Oh, I love her.
Oh, you know what? Drunko in the background's gonna be heaps creepy. And we're gonna have to step in.
Mandy's a Pixar mum. That's true.
Yeah.
Well done, Serpens.
Oh, Mandy.
She's giving.
Don't feel too bad. He's only
She's in a
saying that
jumper.
he'd like you around
That's
here
true. Maybe
more
it's chilly in the desert.
Yeah, it could be winter. I think it gets pretty cold in the desert.
It can get cold in deserts.
You wish.
He doesn't look old enough for that voice.
Yeah.
I like
Wait.
the, like 1950s glasses she's got on as well.
And the neckerchief.
Yeah.
By to say hello.
I love her.
Cliff, can you make me a burger? I'm starving.
Yeah.
Cliff's on berg duty.
We're Cliff, aren't we?
Yes.
Coming right up.
I've already ordered.
Sure, I've drawn you this little picture of
Yeah.
One
Just so you remember
burger.
what you're ordering, I drew a picture for
Let's
you.
go get the burgers from the back.
Ugh, I don't like it back here.
So-
that is not a refrigerated area.
It feels like because you draw the icon, there's the checklist next to it. It's going to start getting pretty complicated, the things that you need to deliver to people.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to be able to do
yeah.
everything at the same time kind of thing.
Oh, he's just freehanding.
Which is interesting. And yeah, you've only got 4 slots
to do things
So
in.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's gonna start to get cooking. What's the overcooked?
Yeah, but what's I mean, we've got burger and buns.
I don't know. That's look, maybe.
Are you sure this isn't a porno flick?
Whoa! Hey.
Yeah, I love when they twist the
Hank,
bun like
ease
that.
up.
Somehow I had no doubt.
What's she
don't
doing?
they do the
Just-
one where
just
they
hanging
like
out?
they steam the buns? They like they put the meat on the buns afterwards or something. It's the White Castle way they cook it.
I got food poisoning from White Castle.
Oh, really?
It tasted like cardboard, and then it
Nice.
made me very sick.
You're free to leave
Cool.
if we're bothered.
That's all.
The only thing I know about White Castle is they do those,
Onions.
they did those tiny little burgers before they were
Sliders.
Cool.
Onions. They do all the onions, and as the onions are cooking, they put all the buns on top of onions because it's like steam from the water and the onion, and so it
The way you
steams
say
the buns.
the way you say onion is funny.
Onion.
Onion. Say it again. No, say it again.
onion.
Say it again.
Guys,
say
say
the line,
onion.
Bart.
It was like it's Benedict Cumberbatch saying penguin.
Penguins.
Penwings.
What's this about?
Penwings.
Oh,
Onion.
little place setting.
You're smashing out the burger though. This is going well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, icons to flip.
Time to flip.
yeah.
Time to flip.
Flip it. Flip it. Trick it.
Surely burger making. I mean, I like the combination of it on like. The stakes are high. I'm trying to make a burger joke, but like the world's ending. Fuck burger flipping. Like, is that going to be a thing?
We don't know what's ending yet.
Yeah, but we do. Or is that just because you read the Steam description?
I think it's just like
No, 'cause the bird died.
I think it's just that we're going through the nothing on it.
Nothing
just bread,
else.
just meat and bread. That's all she needs. That's all she
What?
needs.
Let's see. Does she like
Is
it?
that the same as the picture?
I think so.
A knife
is
and
thirsty.
fork? What is this hell?
Just in case she wants it.
She's loving it.
Well, she's eating it with her hands like a normal.
By someone who knows how to do her job.
Oh my
Bet you're the
god,
boss.
I need this guy to shut the hell
Oh
up.
my gosh.
If I were you, I would stop taking the piss.
Wait,
Oh, she's so
that's
real.
not an American expression.
Someone's a little
Yeah, and she sounded British then as well.
Did she?
No, she didn't.
Start taking the piss. It's coming through.
Stand having people like that in here.
Something's gonna happen, right? Like I'm liking this, but like, what's the
Oh, for
event?
sure. But the way that the game set itself up was like the kind of prosaic tasks of running a restaurant are like
Totally. So I'm like, what's gonna happen? Radio report, car smashes into the wall.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if the game is just completely normal?
And it
like
was
the premise is there, but it
is
doesn't
climate
happen
change,
until
but
the
it's
end.
like
It's like the world is ending in your mind only, and it's like it's just giving you the tension of expecting something to happen, but it never.
No, it's like still.
And a drink.
It's just a
he
game
wants
set
cheese.
in a diner, but they're like, and the world's ending. But they're just like, they're basing it in real life where the world is ending because of climate change. They're like, oh, it'll end in like 80 to 140.
That scared the shit out of me.
Same.
Where'd this guy come from? Oh.
No one is forcing you to stay here.
What?
What? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
So you know when I said something's gonna happen?
Yeah.
This is what I was fucking talking about.
What the fuck?
You get your meat? Is he?
His
Go
eyes
out.
are just
If
terrifying.
we walk out, has there been a time slip?
Yeah, there's gonna be something's changed, right?
Let's get that.
Get your
for
meat
the-
and your cheese.
Don't mind me.
More meat. More.
Stop it. One more.
This is a 4-patty job.
I really want a burger now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
get
me
a burger.
too.
The cheese will be in the fridge
I
for
didn't.
sure.
The
We're
fridge.
in a freezer
Yeah.
room, aren't we? Oh no, I guess not.
There it is.
Look at all that stuff. You
This
actually
is
should
so
drop.
poorly.
You should actually drop some mints if you can, because you need a beer and a bun.
And there was a beer in
There's
there.
a beer in the fridge
Can
and
we
there's a
put the
bun.
meat back?
Yeah, in the freezer.
You can drop. You can just hit B. Just drop it on the floor.
That was a sneaky help.
I can't hit B. It's grayed out.
Drop. There we go. It was there. Drop.
Yep. Drop
Oh,
it.
I have to put it back on its original.
Just real handle that meat. Get
I
that.
like
Put it back.
how accurate it is. It's not just like
I forgot to set a
taking
timer,
some meat
guys,
and
by the
it's
way.
still exactly the
Steph,
same.
Oh.
What? Holy sh!
Is that
The
guy
cops
dead?
are here. Look outside.
No, he's just asleep.
Why are these people not more concerned?
Make your burger.
Hello? He's dead.
No, he's sneaking. He's
But then why is there a
Is this like a
evidence thing next to him?
No,
a
that's,
crossover of realities?
The A is for a la carte. That's the menu.
Oh, sure.
I forgot to set a timer, by the way. So
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
get
really?
bread. Where was the bread?
in there.
Yeah,
In
go.
here?
I want to see. Well, let's
But
make
I'm
this
intrigued.
burger. Let's make
Yeah.
this burger and then see what happens.
Let's make this burger and see what happens.
Yeah. And there was a beer in the fridge as well.
Oh, thank you.
Jeez, okay. I know she's your wife and everything, but like, there's a beer in the
There's a
fridge.
beer in the
as
fridge.
well.
Yeah. All right, you sorted.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh shit! I don't. I don't.
Get some bacon.
Puts meat in.
Put some bacon on it. Surprise him with some bacon.
Surprise him with some. You can't.
No, you can't. No surprise bacon.
No alarms, no surprises.
Maybe not this early. I might be able to fuck it up later on, but at the moment I've just got to get down to business. All right,
Make
let's
that
go.
burger.
Yeah.
Oh
Push
shit!
that bun.
I gotta flip it.
That's the
There's
Oh yeah,
been
put the
a
cheese on it now.
murder. That's
And
what
put the
I
bun
was
down.
saying.
Oh, the cheese will go in last.
Yeah, we got to
Oh,
put the cheese on the flip patty now.
You'd think so, but
No, that just says interact. It doesn't
Yeah,
say
okay.
that I can put
No,
it.
This reminds
It'll
me
be
of the
when you
burgers that
assemble
you
it on
could
the
get
plate.
from
Yeah.
like the corner shop. You know what I mean? Like everyone had like a
you now have a
takeaway
pocket of
store
hot meat.
in their town.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
had one, and then it turns out that it was a front for drugs.
Aw.
But they
Drop
made
selected
really yummy
object.
burgers.
This one. Nope.
There was
Need a
a
plate?
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
a
no.
burger shop
Can't
in.
carry it. Give him the beer.
Oh,
beer.
yeah. Okay.
Good
Yeah.
call.
Here's your cheese.
Your beer, sir?
He'll be a skinny old
And a
man.
boy.
Just use that dirty plater in.
You couldn't. This place is filthy.
The snoring is so
I'm
sweet.
glad the health inspectors are here. Bit of fun.
You're a master of burger making now, Stephanie. You're navigating that menu like crazy.
And there you go.
Oh yeah. Oh, that doesn't even go over the edges.
Cheeseburger.
Prepare.
Snail, you're actually so right. Like every small town has a takeaway place that is a drug front. Because I posted about it once, and I had like multiple
sensitivity up a
people
little
reply and
bit.
be like, "Oh yeah, we had one of those as well."
Yeah. Well.
Like it turns out it was a front for drugs, but they also made the
Whoop.
best fish and chips we've
Oh, no.
ever had.
Clean her plate.
Because they put drugs in it.
Oh, she's like, why is this
Yeah.
dirty plate still in
always
front of me?
drugs.
Gosh.
I read a tweet the other
is
day that was
overcooked.
the best pizza I've ever had. I walked into a pizzeria and like there were two gruff guys at a table, and I ordered a pizza, and the person behind the thing was like, "We don't make pizza," and she's like, "I just want a pizza," and she was because it was on the menu, and they were like, "All right," and then it took them 45 minutes to make it, and it's the best pizza they've ever had.
Cool.
But it's,
Oh,
Holy shit!
oh, there is a body.
What the
What
hell?
happened?
Mandy's leaving.
Don't tell me
Follow her out.
Mandy.
Follow her out. Can we go out? Probably not.
No.
What's going on?
People are just going about their business. There's an ambulance out there, a cop car. There's a body here, apparently.
We don't know that's a human body.
Are they
under.
looking at a blood splatter?
Yeah.
But who died? This guy's apparently sleeping, but there's an evidence thing next to him.
I think
Let's look at what the last thing to
Let's
interact
be.
is before we call it quits on this one,
Yeah.
because this is really intriguing.
I'm so
The
confused.
toilet won a first prize.
Nice.
Maybe if we go in here.
I can't go in.
No.
Can't go in there.
Talk to. He ate his burger. There's
the
money.
money.
There's money on the. You got money for your burger?
Oh, yeah.
I
Nope. Can't interact with that.
Take the money. It's flashing.
Oh, it's because I've got the
Oh,
plate
you got the
selected.
plate selected.
You've still got a clean plate, and you got to put it somewhere now.
Oh, I've got
back
to put
in
the.
the
Oh,
back
right.
in the
Okay.
thing.
Procedure.
Yeah, come on, Steph.
Drop.
There we go.
Good.
Nice.
I'll probably have to clean his plate too.
Get your money.
Yeah. But get that money. You've earned it.
You
Get
make
that,
that money.
Get that cash.
Get that paper. Put it in the till.
Yep.
Put it in the register.
Bing, bing,
Oh,
bing.
I love Red Rooster.
Not anymore. They're a Pepsi company.
Peepers.
Yeah,
Take
they
his
just changed to
plate.
Pepsi from
Very
Coke.
I have to
sad.
see what happens after you
Very-
clean his plate.
very
And
fucked up.
throw his beer out.
You're like, I have to see what happens next, and you end up just doing 40 more remedial tasks.
I mean, that's kind of how
Remedial?
these games
Remedial.
work. Remedial?
Remedial.
Menial.
Menial.
Are we
Menial
doing the right
tasks.
thing? This
Menial
place is still
tasks that are
filled with memories.
remedial.
Remedial.
Bitch, it's filled with dead
Yeah, that's
people.
gonna like be give you a health
Yeah.
benefit.
remedy like. What
Teaser.
happened?
Pizza.
We've
Pizza.
never served pizza here.
Just like your story.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's all coming true.
The waitress was just as gorgeous.
All right, we should call it.
We should hang on. Let's see what happens after this cutscene. Like, as in,
Not funny.
That's not funny.
there's a dead body in there.
Yeah. What's the
Yeah,
deal?
it seems like weird that
Oh.
they're
Oh shit, we're Nora.
Oh.
So long now.
Were we dead?
It's time for me to go.
Stay with me.
Is this like all happening in his mind? Is he like
No.
she's.
It needs you.
I think it's happening in her mind.
It's happening in her mind. We're under that.
As I
Why is there a
need
baby
you.
crying?
But I cannot do this anymore.
This pain will never leave you.
I have to leave, Cliff.
The murder occurred yesterday evening in a small diner frequented mainly by
Murder in a small diner.
God, Nora, get out while you can. What?
It was worth it.
Holy shit!
Oh my
That's it.
god.
I am in.
Wow.
What a sick intro.
Special place.
This is our special
Destroy
place.
everything. Inside.
Oh god. Okay.
Cut it,
okay.
Josh. Cut it.
Yeah.
I don't want more spoiled.
Is this
That's
gonna
it.
be like? Now I'm starting to wonder if this is maybe like a coping mechanism for like a bad relationship or something.
Or for the end of the world.
Or for the
Maybe.
end
I
of the
mean, they've established some pretty tight mechanics there of actually doing service. So maybe those flashbacks are going to happen. They've got to be a continuation in the game. Otherwise, maybe you just flip burgers once and then you get into the thick of it. That was insane.
That's so
was
cool.
That was some Twin Peaks kind of
Before
shit.
we
Yeah,
go
yeah.
into our next game,
Yep.
Totally.
this segment is sponsored by Dump Days.
Peggle too.
Shut door.
And so
We met Dump Days.
We did meet Dump Days.
IRL.
Yeah,
At PAX.
at PAX,
And it
where
was a
we
joy.
were, and it was very nice.
I saw him across the room. I saw his Ivis t-shirt. I was like, I know that man. We gave a smile. We had a hug.
Did we meet Dump Days last year?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if Steph did. That was like...
I didn't meet anyone last year. It was,
No,
it was
Steph
just-
met
it
everyone
was-
last year
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
bo-
It
and
was
like
just, it was a
blanked.
haze. It was a haze.
He was in his element. The shirt he was wearing.
Wasn't he on stage at one point?
On the last year, yeah.
I thought you'd be dumpier.
Yeah.
That's right. I thought you'd be happier. Sorry, Ruby.
Sweet, lovely man.
But yeah, every segment sponsored by Dump Days. We have a look at one of Dump Days' comics. And can we get that up on the screen? And it's really small, so mind you, I'm just
Can we both
just
do
give
the
me one
voices?
sec.
Hang on, I'll swap it back to the big screen.
Okay. Oh yeah, that'll work. Ruby, you can go back. It's gone to hell.
I'm coming back.
All right. I'll be the one with the cape.
Okay. I'll be the one without the cape.
We're finally here at the Waste Expo, Waste Australia Expo.
I'm so excited to get in there and see everything.
Is it just lines?
I regret my life choices.
It's packed. It's packed.
It's packed, but it also feels like it's a massive dig at WA.
Yeah.
Damn cute.
Should I be worried that all of these demos feel better than any expensive games? Funny that Gus was literally saying like a bit before today.
I came up with a great plan.
He was like, if you just download every demo that's a part of Steam NextFest,
yes,
because they go away.
A bunch of games to play over time.
They'll leave you.
They do go away.
Much like Linda in a diner, it'll leave you in the end of the world. Yeah, if you went right now and just went, I'm going to download the top 50 demos that are there, you now have like enough new games to like every night come home and be like, I'm just going to play a nice
That being
Waste
said, you lose A, the satisfaction of finishing a game, and B, there's sometimes timed demos. So like if if a developer does take the demo down, if you go to it on your account, it'll just come up with the purchase or visit store.
Yeah. Look, is the order in which they're listed, does that change? Because my concern is anyone going on there would get through the first pages and then be like, man.
It does the Steam thing of like most downloaded.
Yeah.
So the majority of them on the front page.
I feel like it should be on shuffle.
I think you can then sort by
There's a bunch of ways to filter it.
Yeah.
But you go in there filtering it. Yeah, because it definitely prioritizes the games that it wants to highlight.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But that could have while we wait here or while we wait, that looked incredible.
It's super cool.
Oh
we
my
did
God.
dig into the list a fair way for this last one.
Yeah,
we scrolled down a few pages for my choice, which is Hairdressing Simulator.
I believe it's Hairdresser Simulator.
Hairdresser Simulator.
Thank you.
Releasing Q1 2024. Create new hairstyles for customers. Cut, dye, and style to perfection. Enhance your skills and master the craft. Run your business and renovate your salon. Generate profit. Hire employees. Aim to the top.
What?
I don't know.
Aim to the top.
Aim to the top.
Aim to the top.
I'll read the next. I wasn't going to read the next sentence, but that one ended in such an interesting way. I'll continue. Upload any portrait photo and try out new hairstyles thanks to the character creator.
Amazing.
Does that mean I can upload my own head and make my haircut?
We could see what it looked like if you
That'd be
shaved
sick.
off half your mustache and then the other half of your beard.
Hey, funnily enough, we don't actually need to. We already know what that
Team,
looks like.
are you up for a new hairdressing adventure?
God, I am.
Sure am.
Yes!
Whoa!
Holy shit!
That's some Bayonetta shit right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
imagine
not efficient. It looks efficient, but it's not, surely.
Imagine if your hairdresser had 6 hands instead of just 2. It'd get done a lot quicker. You'd also get the craziest
How
head
it feels
massage
to
of
get
your
a
life.
hairdress from Jonathan from Queer Eye. That's what I reckon that'd be like.
Just a word.
He looks like he's just like moving around like
I was
liquid.
expecting you to say how it feels to get a haircut from an octopus.
I thought you were going to say what it
I would
feels like
never
to
say
get a
that.
haircut.
I would never say
That's a
that.
stupid
I
thing
would
to
never
say.
say that.
I've been at the
cuts your
salon
head.
sometimes and it's like taking a long time to blow dry my hair, so they bring another person over to blow dry the other side, and that's really intense because it's like 2 people pulling on your hair from both sides, and you're just like.
I kind of like it. I like all the attention.
I thought you were going to say how it feels to get your hair cut with 5 gum.
5 gum.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's in my hair. Hairdressing can be quite a challenge. Let me tell
See
you.
this young woman over there? That's Posey.
So Geordie is the owner?
Geordie. Yeah, because we're at Geordie's barber piece.
mean,
that's where we're working.
his hair
Really?
is-
That's what it's called?
his
That's
hair
what's
is
top
luscious.
left until we get our own salon, obviously.
And he
Quite the free
definitely
spirit. Sometimes
uses
even an
beard
airhead. So we're going to be doing an airhead's hair today. She has some lovely curls that she sadly doesn't take good care of.
Sad.
Sometimes it's better to straighten them out and put a layer on a decent. Put on a layer of decent hair dye.
You should
Okay.
teach her how to take care of her curls.
She just needs a diffuser attachment for her hairdryer and some curl cream.
Exactly.
Here we go. Welcome to Hairdresser Simulator.
Do you
I
dream
believe
of
this
a
is
career
us.
as a hairdresser or simply excited
is
by
us?
the subject?
I think that's Posey.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not me.
Peter, express your creativity.
Okay. I need to use. It's not full controller support at the moment.
Peter, aim to the top.
Okay, I'm going to aim to the
Aim
top.
to the top.
I'll
Aim
aim
to
to
the
the
top.
top.
Please.
I don't know
Aim to
why I
the top.
thought any different.
You should always be aiming to the
Okay,
top.
but now I can. Oh, spicy. This is definitely a
Mouse and keyboard game.
Yeah. Let's go to the flashy thing.
You should greet your customer.
She'll come over
I'm
here.
so sorry. Here she is. And look at the way her hair falls.
So wait, they've put all the physics in the hair, and she's
Ooh,
rigid.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
like-
yeah.
Okay.
Don't know what was worse for my hair, the road trip there or living
That
in a
is what
tent.
she looks like.
I tried to take care of it. In the end, I was too busy having fun.
That's fine.
You airhead.
So was she a?
First big music festival after all.
I know this feeling. Post music festival hair.
Hair, yeah.
Oh, 'cause you
got
were
a
at a
little
music
dust in
festival
there.
recently.
Bit of
Other people
dust, some smoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. You've been sleeping on it all wrong.
Is around the corner.
On Thanksgiving's around the corner.
I want to make sure my family isn't
Too much story,
Oh,
Posey.
yeah. Because if we looked at her right now, if I were her family, I'd be like, what's wrong
This
with
is
you?
most of hairdressing
this
is
is so
having
realistic.
shit conversations.
That's true.
That's just your perception of it, and I feel like you've built it up in your mind as this awful thing.
That's reality.
Because you're like, I don't want to have a relationship with someone.
I don't.
But then it's like if you had the same hairdresser, you'd be able to establish the fact that you don't want to have involved
Question?
conversations.
Do we think her the art of her picture for her character will change by the time we finish her hair? 'Cause
Good
it's
question.
Like, I'm keen to see. Shave it.
It's like top model.
We're
We're gonna make you bald.
Sorry.
Stop! Stop!
So you get. It looks like I'm.
Stop it, she's already wet.
I'm,
You didn't even put a towel around her shoulders, so now all the water's going in the back of her
These
neck.
physics are equal parts
Look at the
disturbing
sink
and
filling up.
satisfying. What the fuck?
I'm gonna do the rest of her hair by filling the sink.
Did you ask her if that temperature was okay?
Yeah, did you kiss her on the forehead and tell her everything's going to be all right?
I've only had my hair washed like
Is it gonna work?
times at a hairdresser, but fuck, I can.
You
It's,
have like
love
hair
getting
now.
my
You
head
should go.
it's so satisfying.
You
It
should
is
do
the
it.
best feeling in the world.
Sometimes I think about just going to the hairdresser just to get like
Do you guys
a
find
wash
though
and
that
blow
like
dry.
even when they put the towel there, the basin right in your neck fucking hurts?
Yeah.
Like that's
What's gonna happen?
You just need to build up resistance to it.
you get a callus on the back of your neck.
Yeah.
I definitely want to
You can just change the
play
angle of
some of this game, but I also am now committed to
Filling the
overflowing the
it.
sink.
No, Peter.
I am too, but it's definitely going to hit a point where it just stops and it's going to
It
be like
may,
a
but,
massive waste
but
of
it
time.
is slowly still going up.
I mean, that's kind of what we all want to watch.
Is that what we're all here for?
This
drowning
is kind
Posey.
of crazy how much
Like,
effort they've put into this.
Will it fill the entire screen? Like it won't
have
stop
to-
at it won't stop at the base. It'll just
Chat, this is what we
because,
want, right? This
Because
is
they
up-
didn't
Peter, your
design the
15
game for
minutes, it
this.
starts now.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Someone
The-
first time in the chat just said yes in all caps.
the water will just be
Awesome.
rising up past her
It
mouth,
seems
and
to
she'll be
have
like, "I
stopped.
should have taken better care of my hair at the music festival."
It
Wait,
seems,
has it stopped?
it seems to have stopped. Okay, we
Damn.
only get that high. All right, but now we know.
And
Now
I'm
we
glad
know.
we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shampoo.
Apply shampoo.
Oh, she's got the shampoo brush. I use that shampoo
So-
brush.
Suds it up.
This would definitely feel amazing with the mouse and keyboard.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh yeah.
Also, I love that she's got individual hair strand physics, like when they introduce it to games like Tomb Raider and stuff. When the cutscene starts and they go, and the hair does that little reset. Okay.
Get
good
it all
work.
in there. A bit of a scalp massage as well, you know.
Task complete. Wash that off, Peter.
Okay, so I think we're going back to this.
Peter, wash that off.
Wash that. Peter, wash that.
Wash that off, Peter.
She's dead.
Her lips are moving.
She's
Are you
so
thirsty?
chill. Yeah, she's puckering them.
That's like
Her
that's
skin
what I
looks
do when I'm
great.
thinking, and I
Thirsty.
can't not say the things that I'm thinking, so my mouth moves a little bit.
Yeah.
So weird.
I just want to leave the top white, and maybe I'll just show her that and be like, maybe we could do
All done.
something like this.
Stop trying to break the game, Peter. Just unleash your inner hairdresser and salon.
Oh wow.
What do you think?
It's
This
kind
is
of
um,
insane
the
how
time is
this is
gonna run
X-Men.
out. Let's get to the dying.
This is Rogue. Oh yeah, sorry.
I
Yeah,
want to see
sorry.
everything we can do. Make her fabulous.
Okay. Sorry.
Task
Apologies.
complete. Task complete.
Exit.
Cut it off.
It's done.
Are you ready to take care of
You go
your
there.
You need
hairdressing
to
customer?
wrap a towel around. No.
No.
Give it
Take
the
care
old.
of
She's
her.
walking through the salon with wet,
Oh,
wet
it's
dripping
already
hair.
looking so Pantene Pro V.
Come to the hairdresser chair. Press A to take out the cutter.
Oh, now she's fucking.
She's the chick from The Grudge.
Yeah, she's grudging. Before
Oh,
You
she's
would
working
gonna
with
not
client-
aim a hairdryer at someone's face like that. What are you doing?
Oh, you're gonna dry
Do it,
out her
do it.
skin.
I can't interact with that.
It's the grudge.
Oh my god. I know that girl. I saw her down a well.
It's like a gun.
Oh, not open your eyes.
Don't look at me while I'm doing this. Oh my god. Oh, look, her curls are coming through.
Isn't this damaging for her split ends?
Oh, you're beautiful.
If you put it on low heat, then it would be okay.
It's shriveling her hair. This is so weird.
Look at that. You can see her curls coming through. That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Done.
What now?
You can click on the hologram to hold all the hair.
Oh, you can scratch it.
But you got to section it so you can cut it.
Cool. Press left triggers. It's like the paintbrush. And then the color. Okay, cool. All right. Paintbrush.
Oh, don't.
Custom
dye
color.
her.
Did she request a color? She didn't. She just said she wants to look good for her family at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, she's like, I want grandpa
This is going
to
to be
think.
like those mobile games where it's just like, make the girl look beautiful. And then we're going to fuck
Yeah.
it up and it's going to be like, can you do better?
She's like, I want to look hot for grandpa.
Pockety
is what
blue.
she said.
Fucking hell.
I want to look hot for grandpa. Jesus.
What about a pastel pink?
I can't do
to
this.
kind of match her top.
Use the mouse.
Ooh.
Yeah, getting there.
Yeah, you reckon pink?
I like
Yeah,
that
but
color.
But like pastel. So like pull the saturation out of it. Yeah.
And give it a bit more
nice.
red, I think.
Yeah, a bit more red. Yeah.
A bit more red. What?
Where was that?
I think if you go to the top and go to the color and pull that across a bit, you might get a little bit more.
There,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's
There
it.
it is.
Perfect.
Match-
Same color as
So
her.
just her
Matching
top.
her top.
So just her top.
Yeah, her top.
Boring. All right.
Paint that hair.
All right. I'm gonna do a bit of a
She doesn't
subsection.
trust you.
I'm gonna do. We'll just do.
Oh my gosh, but like this color with the curls is gonna look sick. Don't straighten it.
Okay, good.
Oops.
Good.
What have I selected?
Oh, can you do like multiple colors, like streaks and stuff?
Do two sides.
Hold left trigger and choose to apply the paint. Select the hair part with right
paint.
trigger, then hold right trigger.
This game was not made by a
And move
hairdresser.
your mouse down.
or someone who's
Oh my
ever
God.
been to a
None of the
Can I
hairdresser.
just
simulators
do-
have been made by anyone who knows how to do
How do
the
I
thing.
lift these bits?
Hold with RT, right trigger,
Yeah.
and then L trigger.
We got rated just then.
Oh,
Oh.
we did.
Yeah, Matt Tarrant. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks,
Hello.
my turn.
Oh.
We're playing hairdresser simulator.
How do I?
Okay, wait.
Peter's aiming to the top.
I think I just need to not
Oh,
use
you
a
can see
controller.
the map of all the sections in the bottom left.
Yeah, it's like a weird sort of. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. See, now I can do this. I couldn't do that with that.
So you
before.
can actually, okay, so we could do like highlights of the pastel pink and then put a deeper pink underneath. Cool.
Oh, okay.
So we're layering.
Press right trigger to select. I think the controller does not work.
Just going over the
Do you
mouse.
want me to get a mouse?
I'll get a mouse. I got a wireless one.
All right.
Well, meanwhile,
How? When was the last time you guys went to the hairdresser?
not for a while.
4 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think mine was about a month ago, and I got the whole new
Oh,
haircut.
it was awesome.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just
I
at a point
the
now where
fringe
I'm
looks
like-
so good.
I love it. I missed my fringe so much, and it's so nice to have it back.
And
you know,
it's the color of her top and hair.
it's true. We're all matching around
When
here.
am I going
It's
to be
nice.
ponytail length?
You that's ponytail length.
Was that?
You're holding
Do you really
a
wanna
bunch of
be
hair. You can
ponytail
put it in a ponytail. But you would look
Wonderful.
I think you'd
like a particular kind of person.
you'd look like a colonizer.
I think I'm.
Because I'm white.
Well, yeah, but you kind of
Well-
look like you'd look like you should have like a white kind of wig.
Oh, like he'd be like a red coat or something.
You'd look like Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, I feel like he would look like a
Jesus Christ.
he belongs in Hamilton.
yeah, you'd look like a Hamilton character.
Peter, it's working.
I did it.
Whoa!
Nice.
Okay.
One.
I'll select this part.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
What the?
Uh-oh.
So you're brushing as a.
Oh my god.
Stroking it all the way down.
Are you,
Oh yeah, you doing it?
there seems to be no like
You gotta
rhyme or reason to the order of the sections that you're choosing.
Oh, there is.
Okay.
Oh, he's making very, very
Posey
educated
trusts
decisions.
Peter. She will
Sure.
only see Peter.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I got Peter to dye my hair in lockdown. And
Oh, so he should know how to do this.
I can't remember what he said, but he said something like, Do I just smush it all the way through or something like that?
I want to make her look like remember how cool? Oh, Mike. Remember how cool the guy that came third in Australian Idol
Whoa!
looked?
Have you changed the color to green?
No.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, you have.
What?
What have you done, Peter? No, that is not the color scheme we decided on. No.
She's going to be beautiful.
I can fix it.
Oh god.
That's the last thing you want to hear from your hairdresser. I can fix it.
Done.
No, you got to keep going.
You gotta keep going.
I don't want to. I think it looks good.
Can you? Do you have to get all of it?
Oh my
Apparently.
days.
It's a lot of hair.
There's a world in which this could look awesome.
You've only done 25%?
But with the colors
All right,
that
I'll
you've
speed it up.
with the
Calm
colors that
down.
you've chosen.
Yeah.
28. Oh my god.
There's a lot of hair. I didn't make the head. I just paint it.
Oh.
That's 30. Oh, Jesus. I'm getting a drink. No, actually, I've had enough.
You've had enough.
You've had enough.
So what
Look at all these selections.
What are your plans for the weekend?
Okay.
You've got to.
This is such a cool concept, but there's so much busy work that
This
goes
is
into
starting hard with
Like it's very
Finished.
It's very cool.
No.
30%.
See, I can select
39.
it. Can I select it down here? Oh no, I'm
This
painting.
is
I'm
the
painting it.
finickiest bit of the. Like, start with a trim. Start with like just a bowl cut.
Yeah,
or something.
totally. Yeah, we've gone in the deep end for sure.
Typically, you wouldn't cut until after you.
We have to see how this turns out now, right?
I'll finish this as fast as I can. I'll do this bit. This bit looks good.
Once you've done it, can you just? Because you've missed a bit right in the top, right?
No, I've not missed any. This is all intentional.
No, but there's some in her
It's all
like
coming together.
in her top ponytail that's not done.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get there.
Very let him cook.
Let him cook. What is he cooking?
Ollie.
I'm constantly thinking that about Pete, to be
There's
honest.
a world in which this could
What?
be like a
I think it's the same
training
bit again.
tool for someone who wants to learn like color placement theory. Because like the sections look like they've
Pretty well sectioned.
used some sort of like actual reference for how that happens.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Because I remember also another thing that happened in
And then I'm
lockdown
gonna
was
hair
that
dry it again, and just we can watch all the pretty colors.
a lot of dudes in lockdown were just getting their girlfriends to asking their girlfriends to cut their hair like it was something that anyone could just do. It's like, no.
I think I'm fine. Luckily, they had somewhere to hide when it was terrible, and they could just be like, "I'm not
We're
leaving the
staying
house."
pastel. I like the yellow. You know, no one does yellow hair.
We're just over 50%.
I mean, I guess it's
You're
blonde.
speeding
isn't
up
it?
now.
Everyone does blonde
There's a lot of
hair.
that. Yeah.
There are so many adult blondes in this world.
Oh my god.
I'm close. I've got like a few more subsections to go, guys. I've done this before. It's all good.
I believe you.
She does not look impressed.
I think she looks like she's having.
Oh, you're clicking on it based on that little map down the bottom.
I'm clicking on the map now because I got to fill out the whole. I got to fill out the whole skull.
Put darker colors underneath.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
Oh
actually.
boy.
This is gonna be amazing.
She's gonna look at her hair and be like, "This is actually exactly what I wanted. Every single part of it."
But also like
A deep red base. I'm
maybe
painting
it
something
is.
that's already been
And,
painted.
like, maybe
Get me that.
And if her family don't love her with this hair, then like, you know, they don't
die.
accept her for who she is. Peter says she is.
Yeah.
Well, this is just my read on her based on everything she's said so far.
Right. The fact that she likes music festivals.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, this is the most Coachella hair I could
You're
have
like,
done on
okay,
someone.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
make you look like a damn clown.
Now, after your music festival, I
wanna
just
go to
came
this-
from one.
You want to go to the circus? Let me make you look like Bozo.
This
the map
is
that you're clicking on looks like the,
hard.
Okay, but imagine this looks awesome.
This game is hard.
This is hard.
No, but the map you're clicking on looks like, is it the phrenology, the thing they used to measure skulls?
Oh,
And be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
which is like, yeah, it was
That-
proven not
yeah,
to have
that
This
been.
is
weird
gonna- this is gonna
cranial
work.
map stuff.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
like,
you're
oh,
so close, dude.
I'd actually love to see people like who are good at this do really
What are
cool
you talking about?
color
You're watching it.
combinations.
Yeah. I want to see you speed
he's
on this.
genuinely offended by how much you've just decided that he's
I forgot that bit dropped down.
89%.
Oh,
Hold
we're so
tight,
close.
viewers. It's gonna be worth it.
At least we got some nice jazz.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah. The music's lovely. We got
It's all
two more
coming
bits.
together. Oh my god. Oh, let's go.
It should show. I wonder if it
They can
should
just be
show you the
white.
percentage of colors that you've used, so you can kind of balance it a bit.
They can just be straight white
95,
hairs.
96.
Particularly.
One more bit.
A little bit at the top. There it is.
One more bit. Let's go.
Here we go.
Oh, we freaking did it.
Bling.
She looks awesome.
So that's.
Wait, okay, so now
we gotta
I can
wash
go
her.
this again.
We gotta wash it out.
Do we gotta wash?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm curious
I
to know,
can't-
does the color like look different
does
once
look like a
you've
Sonic
washed it? Like, or does it just?
Yeah, I think it's no,
I
because
wanted
it's
to- I wanted
like
to blow
really
dry.
white. It's white because
Yeah.
it's got shampoo. So, oh my god, here it's gonna happen.
Oh, whoa.
Comes the sink.
Let's
Wash
go.
it out.
Okay.
Wash out the dye. Oh, she's gonna be angry.
Oh, see, it's really gonna come together here
Oh,
into a nice just brown.
No,
Is
that
a-
actually slays.
Task complete.
All right, let's go back. I'll blow dry.
And here you're gonna blow air directly into her eyes.
Yep.
Oh no, I hate it.
That's
If you'd, if you'd stuck to pastels, then it could have looked really cool.
I think like if you look underneath here, you know,
Yeah,
there's.
Yeah.
I think she looks so awesome.
Now I'm off to Cyberpunk.
Yeah. My favorite part of this? Oh, all of it, easily.
There's still some wetness back here, isn't there?
Styling.
Style the hair. You're gonna straighten
Cut it off.
Don't straighten it.
Cut it all
But
off.
of course,
Steps like don't
nice.
straighten it.
It looks so cool with the waves.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be done
And
quicker.
like because the waves allowed the underneath colors to show through better.
Do you want to see? Oh my god.
Whoa, that red is scary.
Do you have to straighten the hair underneath too, Pete? Oh my
Yeah,
god,
I
you've got
gotta
these
do it
sections
all.
again.
Yeah, I gotta do it all, mate.
Flip it up.
Oh my god.
That's
How do I
I
even?
love seeing those stray hairs coming through.
I'm straightening the same parts again.
That's what you want when you
Yeah.
go
So
to a
hard.
hairdresser at a salon. Stray hairs.
Yeah.
Good. Lovely.
I like that
So tell me about your family.
you did something right sound. Bling.
Yeah.
This rocks.
I want to cut it so
This
bad.
is actually really cool.
Oh, this is a cut. Oh, watch it fall.
She looks happy. She looks happy.
We did it.
She does. There's
She's like,
She
oh my
looks
God,
like
I
she's from a
love
90s
it.
action French film.
Yeah. I feel much better now.
Because school is
Thank you. I really love how you've done my hair. It looks really awesome. That's what she's
Look,
like.
maybe that's what she asked for. We don't actually know.
Yeah.
Let me cut it.
Charger. Make
That would be
She doesn't want
$1 million,
it cut. She just wanted a
please.
fresh color.
Oh, can I see? Can you show me those pictures on the wall?
How much
I
is
came in to look like this.
I'd like to
I
see
thought
those
you were about to
pictures.
say,
I
can I play
can't.
with the iPad?
What's managed personnel?
Now-
Are we gonna fire someone?
I'm just opening my own salon called Happy Meat.
Awesome.
Wait, what?
Awesome.
Apparently.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
You aimed at the top, baby.
To the top.
To the
You
top.
did.
To the top.
You went to the top. You aimed and you.
This looks like one of those
Shot.
AI generative images.
Oh, wait. It's a...
I got 10 grand. Nice to meet you. I'm going to convert.
You're buying a
That was a
butcher?
really expensive haircut.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. We're buying a butcher and we're converting it into our own
And now I'm
hairdresser.
doing branding and stuff.
Shit.
Ooh,
These,
all right.
Every simulator is so
This
over
is a
the
demo. This is crazy.
Last thing. We'll just do this. I wish I could cut a hair.
I
Just
wish
one.
I could cut a hair.
Just
I
one.
wish you could cut her hair too.
Yeah, you're good. Pick it all. Done, done, done.
Perfect.
Name? Perfect.
That one.
Salon name. Let's call it salon name.
Yeah, that's nice.
Call it pocket. No,
Pocket cuts.
Just cuts.
Hate cunts.
Just cunts.
Oh, God.
Say hair cunts. Yeah, cool.
It's in cursive so no one can tell.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
that's pretty good though.
That's pretty good.
Free hair cunts. I'm going to do so much business.
We're done with this.
Incredible. Incredible.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
start here. Added cunts as a permitted term.
Very good. At the end of the day, this is an Australian show.
Oh,
You know?
that was the show.
Oh God.
That was very funny.
That was very funny.
That was cool. There's heaps of other demos as well, so do make sure you jump on. For how much longer is NextFest running?
I did not look at that.
Don't know.
I don't know. I think they usually run for a week.
Yeah.
And it was going at PAX. It started, I believe, on the Friday of PAX, so it's probably only going until tomorrow. Maybe a little bit into the weekend. So
play a bunch of
jump
them.
in.
Play Turnip Boy.
October 16th, so Monday.
Oh, you got all weekend.
You got all weekend.
You got some time. You got some time.
You got time. Those were
Solarium Infernos.
I would say
as well.
I would say like 2 to 3 very good games.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued by your one, Steph. I'm
great.
keen to play mine. It just looks lovely. And
I'm
meditative.
so playing mine.
Yeah.
I'll probably give skip to yours and let you play it and tell me all about it.
Yeah, I want to hear about it.
I
want to
hear all about it.
And just a reminder, Ruby played Octopus City Blues, Gus played Jacente.
Yep.
Steph played While We Wait Here, and I played Hairdresser Simulator. So there you go. That's NextFest, parts 1 and 2.
Amazing. Great show, 18.
18.
Well done.
18.
Well done.
We are 18.
Will's the only one here.
No, it's
and we're calling this the
AYE.
A team.
It's the A team. Great show, 18.
18.
Nice, good save.
Thank you very much.
Will's not watching.
But he cuts these.
Yeah, that's true. No one
Love
clipped
you,
this
Will.
Good show. Whose turn is it to read the credits among us?
bit. I believe all of us can just have a crack at it.
I like
says
it.
Josh.
I like it.
Oh, did Josh do it? Yeah.
Josh
Yeah.
should do it.
Does
yeah,
it really?
For sure.
I
It
wrote
actually
Josh.
does.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
So it's your turn.
But
Okay.
in Ruby's post-PAX voice.
Yeah.
No, you don't
I mean,
have to.
it's probably not too far from my voice, but yeah.
This is true.
I actually do sound a lot like you now.
I just saw your T-shirt.
It's such a good shirt.
I didn't.
Sirloin.
Amazing.
And it's a steak.
Certainly is. Okay, let's do this.
Take it away, Josh.
I'm going to turn that down because it's bothering
Oh,
me.
yeah. Loki Cat says do a lolcaster voice.
Hey, Josh.
No, I can't do
Couple
that.
of giggles
Special
in
thanks to
there,
all our
Josh?
patrons. Yes.
Just don't miss any.
Okay. The mods, Gat, Syntax Error, Liz Dahlia, Sith Cat, Phoenix O'Lion. Nice badges. Disturb778, Jax, Caboose, What the Shark, Snail XD,
Nice.
Lord Shadowmar.
Oh, he's slowing down.
He's got time.
I gotta draw this out. Gus Beard Wrangler, Dump Days, Apiarist Baker, Honey Bun Bun. I feel like I know these off by heart almost because I've heard you guys do it so many times. Bot Lubricator, Techologic, Foot Severer, Moth Captain, Wardrobe Department, Oranishi,
Kind of fine, isn't
He
it?
is.
Remover of Foot from Gus's Mouth, Babbling Boffin, Milliner for Williner, Mac and Dagda, Gaming Chair Supplier, Brewery Brewery. I can see you coming around. What are you doing?
Sabotage.
Head Technicians,
Sabotage.
Glowing Might, Scotty Groomer, Best Boy, It's Jeff, Barbecue Boy, Ninja Pyro, Box Boy, Boxy.
Oh my god.
Weird Little Guy Empire, 18, Scotty Breeder, Bifrost, Scotty Feeders, Super Studios, Pitch Perfector, Middle C, Jazz Hands, Coordinator, Jazzles. It was lovely to meet a lot of these people, actually. We met them all at at PAX. Designer of Worlds, A. Timothy. Oh, God, baby. Community Hot Boy, Nicritex, and his Hot Boy, The Coastal City. Remover of Sass, Sassless, House Band, Muser for Hire, Dinosaur Silver Phil Tippett. I'm losing it, I'm sorry, Scotty. Apprentice Advisor, Oz Naminator.
Yay!
Scotty, you press the button? There we go. Good girl.
Good girl. You did it.
Aw, little baby.
Lovely work, Josh.
Well done.
Yes, thank you to all those who support the show because we need that support to make the show.
Sure do.
Ain't that right?
Yes.
Hey guys,
We-
18.
We will, of course, accept your Twitch subscriptions, but we would love you to support us on Patreon. That's the best funding platform for us to be able to make this show, keep the show running, pay for this studio rent, and all of the stuff that goes into making this show unique and cool, and I guess something a little bit different.
Get a whole bunch of perks. Get those bonus episodes of the podcast. Get the updates on the Patreon site. Ben does great work of keeping everyone up to scratch of what's available and what you're going to get as your perks and that stuff as well. It's just a lovely community, and of course the Discord as well. Everyone's welcome and loved there.
And we always say as well, if you can't support us on Patreon, if you could just share the show with people, clips from our show or social stuff, or just tell your friends about it. I know we kind of say that every week, but it's actually an awesome way to be able to like just get us out there and even just get us recommended to people when they're just scrolling and stuff like that. So that would be awesome. Head to backpocket.gg for links to everything. We've got Discord, really great Discord community, all of our social media stuff. We have a Redbubble store. There's not heaps on it at the moment, but if you do want to rep Backpocket, there's some stuff on there that you can get. We'll be back next week with a very special episode.
Hell yeah.
It's ladies' night.
Bitches.
Yeah.
I can say that.
We got an all-women's episode of Back Pocket.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. We've got real-life women, Ruby and Steph.
So I've heard, allegedly.
Will be on the show. As well as esports content creator Lauren or Loz from Griefed. We got Jem from Spawnpoint and ABC Gamer. And we've also got celebrated Finnish Lapland Skadi, the finest woman I've ever known.
And the only technical bitch in the room.
True.
Yeah.
True. She is
and
fish.
It's going to be a really exciting time. We're kind of doing a thing where it's like, what if The View, but evil? Right?
Yeah.
Because that's a hell of a pitch.
Yeah.
And we're all just evil.
It's just going to be women's hanging out, talking about games and stuff. It's going to be his
Women's
chill.
rights,
I offered to
women's
run the
wrongs.
bar behind the show.
Yeah.
And not say a word the whole time.
Yeah.
You're just cleaning glasses with a rag.
But then at the end of the day, we realized that it was just a way for Gus to force himself to get involved in a women's event. And so we said no.
And rightly so.
But it would give
have
us
fun.
the opportunity to ask him a question and then just
Watch me just shrug it
and
off.
just interrupt and not let him finish the question.
I just shrug it off and be like,
Yeah. Would you? Are you
These
sure
women
you
are
would?
crazy.
So anyway, as I was saying,
she did it. It worked.
Nice.
We got the
Yeah. Go for it. I interrupted.
we got the post show coming up. If you subscribe to the Back Pocket tier, then you are
I think
eligible.
it's the gold tier, isn't it? Silver or gold tier?
Gold, baby.
I don't think I've ever known what a
gold.
single tier is called.
Yeah, we changed their names as well just to keep things tricky.
Yeah. If you are subscribed to the appropriate tier, then you will be eligible for the Back Pocket post show.
Accurate.
We share that as a secret little link in a secret little Discord channel for people who are subscribed and want some post show content. And it's a little bit more of this, but a little bit looser and a little bit more chill. And we interact with the chat a lot more, so it's a lot of fun.
It can get looser.
Yeah.
But it won't necessarily, but it can.
But it can.
Is that a line that you've decided to include?
Yeah, and
the post show is brought to us by
Bye.
And every week when I was nominated sponsors a segment, we like to do a little game with some rhyming slang.
Ah, I was confused by this gesture.
You do it.
There's a screen in front of you. I've got it.
Oh, you got? Okay, we've got one. Yeah, great. Let's do it.
And what we do for Oz Nominator is we look up some Aussie rhyming slang because Oz name,
that's right.
it's all there. It's in the name. Penny drops.
So it's like, I've got this.
oh yeah.
Okay, right. This week for Oz Nominated, the rhyming slang, Babbling Brook. Babbling Brook. What am I referring
Someone
to?
who talks shit.
Babbling Brook. Now it's
And
rhyming slang.
rhyming. So it's going to be rhyming with Brooke. So it's
if
gonna
I
be
say bit of Babbling Brook,
yeah.
Peter, you could Babbling Brook, couldn't you?
I have Babbling Brook.
Yeah.
I'd have a jerk and a cook.
Pardon?
So it's used in a sentence here. I forgot. I
Okay,
can
yeah,
use that
please.
like
Yeah,
this.
bit of context.
So he is used in a sentence.
We have an appropriate cookbook for you if that's something you're interested in.
The marriage event had a great babbling brook, which made us all feel glad to eat a three-course meal.
God.
Yeah, a jerk and a cook.
Oh.
It just means to cook, guys.
Oh, right, just
like
means to cook.
when you eat a Coles roast chicken, but you also get jerked off.
Yeah, exactly.
Post show.
Coming up.
It gets wilder. Thank you, Oz Nominated, for sponsoring the post show. Come and join us behind the paywall. It'll be a heap of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost you?
Yeah, that was that went on a journey. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. It's great to be back on the show. And it was great to meet you all at PAX, those of you who I met, and those of you who I didn't. I'm sure I'll meet you in future PAXs or elsewhere. See you next week.
14th of...
Gosha.
14th vote yes.
14th vote yes. See you guys later.
Saturday vote yes. Bye.
Bye.